Welcome to Trash Talk. I'm Lane.
But I'm Chase. Truly yours.
Be a little more enthusiastic.
And I'm Chase.
Thank you.
And God damn it, I'm D.
And I am Dan.
D and Dan are back in the studio. It's Dandy that they showed up. Ha! Yeah.
Hey, how about them buttholes?
Hey.
Oh, that was fucking like dead.
Try it again.
That was very
How about them buttholes?
Ooh, nice. We got a bell. Hey, let's just address the butthole in the room. That the one podcast we mentioned that Double or Nothing, the $20 that you owed me, Huskers beat Colorado. You chose Colorado.
I did.
Over the Huskers, and you won, motherfucker.
I was pissed.
Well,
I was pissed.
Did you remember it?
I did. I was like, fuck Colorado beat us. And I was like, wait a minute. Journey owes me $20.
Then why did you call me this morning to say that?
Because I totally forgot about it. Then I was like, wait a minute. I think I owed Journey $20.
You owed me, and it was Double or Nothing.
I know. And then I called you, and then I forgot I owed you money. I thought we were just betting the bet.
No.
So.
You're a fucking motherfucker.
I didn't want Colorado to win.
Yeah, but you knew it. You could feel it.
When they won, I was pissed. I was in Minnesota. No one else gave a fuck about Nebraska up there.
Yeah, for sure.
Except for like 4 of us.
Yeah.
And I walked out and I was like, fuck. And I was like, wait a minute, Journey. What's that bet? Oh, fuck. I don't owe money. Go Colorado.
Well,
what are you going to do with your $20?
I don't have
He doesn't
$20.
get $20. He keeps the $20 that he owed me.
Why'd I owe you $20 in the first place?
The float spa.
Oh, yeah.
You're welcome.
How was that?
It was really fun, dude.
Yeah?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
What's the float spa?
The deprivation tank.
Oh.
We also talked about that while we were really drunk after that first game. It went well, I thought. I enjoyed it. I went super fast for me.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was like 20 minutes, and the lights came back on. Like, your time is up.
How long was that then?
It was a full hour, but it went by fast for me.
Did you have any like out of body experience or anything?
Nah, I just laid there.
I kind of started seeing weird shit at first.
I mean, I can always like see lights and shit swirl if I close my eyes, you know, and just like zone out.
I think I did kind of fall asleep because I woke up and like I was like, fuck, like my heart started racing. Like, where the fuck am
Are
I?
you freaked out?
Because I'm floating in this water and it's like closed in you know.
There was one point when I was just laying there. The water was perfectly still, you know, finally, and like my leg just like spasmed or whatever, and then I felt like all the water just like rumble, like you're on a little cloud or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, that's right. I'm not just laying in my bed.
It's salt water too. They have it.
Yeah, it's got like
It's all
800
salt.
pounds of Epsom salt or something like that.
It's a lot for sure.
Do they guarantee that they flush out each tank once they?
Yeah,
Oh, it turns on after you get out.
Oh, it cycles out.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
5 minutes to get out.
But
or
you
it
really
turns on.
shouldn't piss in it because that's disgusting.
Oh no, you can't piss in it.
Yeah.
I had to pee the whole time. I had to pee like the whole time. And
There's
I'm
a
like,
bathroom.
Yeah, right next to it.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I got a boner. And I asked Journey if he got a boner. And he's like, yeah, I got a boner too.
You guys got boners
Yeah,
at the
I
float
got
tank?
You guys are
really,
boner brothers.
got really relaxed.
I was thinking about it.
Did your butthole itch too?
This is not a very good bell, guys.
It's fine, it works. You don't have a bell? I thought you stole a bell one time.
Oh, I had
And we
the
used
bell
to-
on my bike.
You have a bell? I thought there was like used to have a bell in high school. That's what it was. That orange bell. Do you remember that?
Bell.
Yeah, I think you had it at your house. Just like this little old bell. And we used to ding it.
Ding.
I got the one on
Quit
my
playing
bike.
with your dinghy.
Quit playing with your dinghy. So, yeah.
So,
Fuck you. I'm sorry the Huskers lost.
if you smash
sucks.
one down in the
Jesus.
salt tank,
He's making a masturbatorial gesture over here.
is it gonna fucking filter out?
Yeah, but they would they'd know somehow.
My unborn kids are gonna go wee down the toilet.
You'd hope so. Otherwise, there's going to be like that floating like gunk.
So how many weird deformed fish babies do you have now? 'Cause you talked about the river or whatever in Skylar that
You
there's
had a-
definitely some fish with your face on it.
River monster. Fucking in that river.
James' unborn children are actually fish monsters.
They have my eyes.
They got little ugly buttholes like
This
his.
is the
too.
whisker. They have his little mustache.
Butthole
forget?
He's the butthole counter.
Every time. The whole time.
Yeah.
They got my eyes, and they probably got a big old catfish dick too. Oh shit! All right,
Oh, it's dumb. So dumb.
Cat pussy dicks.
cat pussy dicks. I had twins.
Well,
Out of that
so
river.
you tell me, who's going to win this weekend, since you know the Huskers?
Who they playing?
Indiana. South Indiana or something? Northern Indiana?
Like,
Illinois? Northern Illinois.
yeah. Oh, they're always a competition. Ain't they like the Wildcats or something? Or-
Maybe.
they're purple, right?
Yeah.
They always
South
give us
Indiana.
They always give us a hard time, don't they?
I think so.
I thought Southern Indiana was red, like the Redbirds.
Remember when we played them, and that's when the mustache
Northern
dude,
Illinois.
the mustache dude caught it in the end zone.
That you're thinking of Northwestern.
Oh, where are they from? Washington or something?
Northwestern's in it's by Chicago, Illinois. There's like fucking 4 of them in Illinois.
Well, that's
Northern
where we're
Illinois is where Tony Romo played, I believe.
No shit.
Yeah, they've had some good talent come out. There's another good guy in the NFL right now that's from there.
I'm thinking Nebraska's gonna win. Hopefully, they get their shit out of their
Buttholes.
butt holes.
That's 2.
Well, I'm
That's
gonna
like
take
10.
your word for it. They're the Huskies.
Okay.
Oh, they're not purple. Okay, I was
Yeah,
thinking.
you're
of,
thinking of Northwestern. When
yeah,
you said
Northwestern,
purple. I knew
yeah.
that. And IU, another battle of the ends. Apparently, red ends.
You can't say that. It's racist.
That sounds a little fucked up, yeah.
What?
Red ends.
Don't be a butthole.
Do they have ends on their helmet, or is it just that?
No,
Yeah, the
because
Husky.
they're an N, and we're like Nebraska. Red ends.
I think they're NIU, Northern Illinois University on the helmet. See underneath the dog?
It's a husky.
Yeah. I got a husky. I know what they look like.
All right.
He does have a husky.
I no.
Well,
Trust me, I've seen it.
I'm gonna predict the score to be 42 to 17.
Okay.
You heard it here first,
Does anyone
folks.
want to take a bet with him? He's hot right now. I wouldn't do it.
Well, how do you win this bet? Is it based on score predictions?
Yeah, if the score
or
is not
win-loss?
if the score is not 42-17, you win.
I feel like I can take that
A
beer.
beer, I ain't betting money.
I'll bet a beer. I can bet a beer.
All right.
All right.
I
There you
also
go.
don't want to spend money.
Whoa, what's your predictions?
Nebraska will win, but it's gonna be sloppy again.
It's gonna be
Defense strong.
It's gonna be close.
It's gonna be close. No, Nebraska will pull away, but it'll be like in question. Like they could come back, you know.
All right.
They're only 2 scores down or whatever.
29-17 Nebraska.
Yeah,
All right.
there you go.
You heard it here third.
That's not even. How do you get 29?
Jesus.
It can happen.
Couple safeties.
Sure, double safeties, anything's possible.
Missed field goal or extra point attempt and 3 field goals.
Yeah.
What about you?
You want me to give a score? I'm really bad at scoring.
They're going to have a blocked field goal or an extra point.
Nah, it's gonna be
It's part of my prediction.
35.
36? 37.
Well, it was 35 to 32 or whatever last week. So
God, that was stupid.
35-24.
I didn't get to watch
Nebraska.
last week's game.
We pretty much dominated until the end.
Until they gave up
Yep.
and put
Defense
Martinez in.
looked good.
They gave up 35 points.
They didn't look
Is that what you
good
said?
till the end.
Until the end, exactly. They were looking better than the offense, though. The defense stopped them. I think it was a shutout, wasn't it? 17-0 at half.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yep. And then they blew it.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Come from
I
behind.
did get to watch
Colorado.
most of the first game, and their defense did well, but they were really susceptible to big plays. Like somebody would burn someone, and then the touchdown. It's like the safeties I guess were playing like shit or something because they couldn't get over and stop the big plays enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, they're
Yeah,
still a growing
it's
team.
annoying.
Oh, they're
Still a
really
growing
young.
team. It's okay.
No, we had a TV on in the Minnesota bar, way up by Canada. We were way in the corner with no sound on,
Yeah, eh?
yelling at the TV.
You asked.
It's like 4 Nebraska
Did you guys
fans.
ask the bartenders or whatever if they would turn it on?
Yeah, and they're like, who? Nebraska. What the fuck is that?
Did you have closed captions?
No, we don't.
No. Yeah, that would be frustrating for sure.
Well, everybody was wasted.
There's like websites where you can look up Husker bars in every state. Find the closest Husker bar to you. Or
I don't
whatever.
know way the fuck. I mean, there was a couple Husker fans we ran
Probably
into.
more in Canada, honestly.
There was a couple Nebraska fans we seen with, the shirts on and shit.
Yeah.
Way up there.
I do want to say this. Like, even though we lost that game, fucking Nebraska fans went up to Colorado and, like, represented, That whole stadium was red.
Colorado fans are fucking shitty.
I'm sure there might have been some altercations after the game.
Because they're all fucked up on drugs that are
They were
legalized there.
probably all just really high and didn't get into altercations because they were too lazy. With like, oh, bro.
They were like spit down. Did you see that video?
They were being buttholes?
Someone spit on them?
Like one of our players caught the ball and ran out of bounds and like kind of ran by the fans. And
Yeah.
one kid like went down and fucking spit a loogie
No
on his
shit.
fucking
Fucked up.
helmet. Yeah.
Wow.
Fuck that.
I didn't hear about
And they were
that.
like, before the game or after the game or something, they were all fucking flipping off the fucking Nebraska fans and like all yelling and shit and like saying like
Oh,
fuck
I'm
the
sure.
Huskers and shit like that. And I was
I'm-
like, what the fuck?
You
I'm
know,
sure
it'd be
they
kind
were
of
running
fun
their
to
mouths.
have like English-style hooligans that just tear the shit out of each other. Like, oh, you don't like my team? Well, I like whatever Manchester United, and then they just beat the fuck out of each other. But instead, it's for football here in America.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of fun.
I would like to see more riots at football games.
Yeah, that would make it more
Fire.
entertaining. I mean, the stakes are really up for you to fucking catch that
No.
ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean,
Tear down the goalpost.
yeah, I do like it when teams score or storm the field, but I like when fans like celebrate and just like go out into the streets and party. Like when the Royals won,
yeah.
wasn't there just like it wasn't a riot though, but it was just like
Yeah, the whole city was out in the streets partying.
the whole city partied essentially.
That's what Nebraska fans did back in the day. They tore down like light or like street lights and shit.
See, I'm not about tearing stuff down.
I would be right there with them.
Just get-
Nebraska
just-
fucking.
Just get out there and just like drink in the streets.
That's because you're a butthole.
Like say there's say there's like 400 people in the streets. Like
That's not that many people.
even just like on your block. There's 400
Okay,
people on the
that's
block.
On a block.
And there's 400 people on all the blocks. Who's going to stop you from just going out there and drinking and just like fucking partying and walking around?
Nobody.
Exactly.
as long
It'd
as
be
you're not
fucking great.
tearing shit up.
Exactly. You're just like all
You're just minding your own party
celebrating.
business.
Yeah, everyone's like waving their flags and shit. It'd be great.
Getting blowjobs in the bushes.
Yeah,
Boobs.
exactly.
Boobs.
If Nebraska won a national championship again,
Oh, I'm going to
I bet
Lincoln.
it
If
would
they
happen.
serve in a national championship again, I'm going to go to Lincoln and watch the game.
That's a great idea.
And then it's like,
Be part of it.
yeah, that'd be awesome.
All right. Even if they make it to the playoffs, or not playoffs, just the
Big Ten?
Big Ten championship, we should go to Lincoln.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Deal. Cheers.
Dealio. All
Cheers.
right, deal.
Truly, guys. Let's cheers.
Truly, a great experience.
Wait, we're all four going?
Wait a second. Will, you,
I mean, I might go. I don't really care about sports that much, but I'd party.
Yeah.
We'll do a podcast.
will you explain why we're drinking Trulies? Why you guys are drinking Trulies?
Because Derek brought them, and whiskey is strong, and I've had a fair amount of it today.
I'm going to take a shot of whiskey.
Yeah, do it.
Well, it's Truly's today because they're our sponsor. This drink's for you. Truly.
That's not why.
Well, also, White Claw
We would
is
like them to be.
experiencing a national shortage right now.
Can't get enough seltzer water.
And well, when you're drinking the claws, there's no laws. Apparently, every law has been broken because they're out of claws.
You know, I've seen a
Jethro
lot of
T-Bolt
memes
boots.
and things on the internet of just like how to get white bitches, and then it just shows White Claw, or like pictures of like chicks bent over on a boat, and they're like, "So glad I put White Claw at the bottom of the cooler," and like just little quotes like that where it's like, "Yeah,
That's
that's a thing right now."
Nice. I don't understand, like, how old are White Claws? Like,
I have no
They're
idea, man.
pretty recent. They might be
over-
like
it can't
It's
be
like,
over
5
a year.
It's like a
years.
year and a half.
No.
No, it's 5 years.
No
I
way.
really don't think, like, I do believe they were out for, like, at least 5 years, but it's taken time to catch on, and once they actually finally spread, it was like, ah!
Yeah, maybe.
But, like, you gotta take some time to brew all that shit. It's not like just a year-long
There
project.
was a huge surplus, it seemed like, because they've been everywhere all summer.
Yeah.
I mean, Budweiser's everywhere.
Well,
but-
Derek is looking it up for us, so we're gonna find out how long White Claw's been around. Pass that whiskey,
The
please.
first time I seen White Claw
This
was
Jethro Tull
2016.
2 years ago, 3 years ago,
3 years, okay.
maybe
I seen it at the Underwood.
3 years
Joe
ago.
was drinking it, and I'm like, "What is that crap?" And he's like, "Try one here." And I was like, "Oh, it's not
Try
bad."
one. The bitches love it.
I took a drink and I like smashed the window out of a car.
Yeah, sounds about
Like
right.
the cops never showed
Because
up.
there ain't no laws.
White Claw!
And I killed a guy, and like cops never showed up.
Where
what
did
does
you put the
truly make
body?
you want to do?
What did I do with the body? I cut their feet off and put them in shoes.
God damn right. Did you take pictures?
All right.
Lots of them.
Good,
Well, that
good.
does bring us right into this first topic.
The cops
What's his
showed
name?
up too.
Jerry Brudos. So I just read a book on this guy. He's a fucking weird dude.
He looks like a weird.
He's a very weird dude. But his thing was kidnapping girls and basically forcing them into his really cool garage with all his stolen underwear from all his years of accumulating stolen garments.
That's cool.
And then making them wear them and take pictures, and then killing them and making them wear more weird underwear and shit.
Yeah.
Was
Chase
the
thinks that's
underwear
cool.
for only females?
do that?
or
Oh no,
males,
it was
or-
all female underwear. So apparently, when he was young, he would go around and like steal panties off like clothing lines
neighbors.
and or other things, you know.
neighbors.
And then he got bored with just taking them off like outside things, so he'd start breaking into people's houses and stealing shit. And then eventually, that wasn't enough, and he had to go kidnap and kill people. I watched a show and I was like, all right, this is weird. And then I read a book and it was interesting enough. And it ends with, by the way, there's probably at least 30 of these people around right now doing this kind of crazy shit.
stealing
Oh
underwear.
yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
30 active serial
This
killers
happened in Salem.
No, this happened in like
before
Portland.
settling.
I went to Salem, Oregon. That's where the crazy.
Oh yeah. He'd drive around and kidnap people. 'Cause-
He's from or lived in for a while with his family in Salem, Oregon.
yeah.
I've been in that town.
Well, shit.
Oh,
Did you go to his house?
He
Oh,
did.
was
ask,
that the shoe?
I like this. He asked his wife,
Oh yeah,
new bride, to do housework naked with high heels on.
yeah.
I mean, who doesn't
she got
ask
sick of it because
your
it
wife
like
to
was
He's
do
just
hurting
like
her
you
back.
and me.
Yeah, he's just normal.
Yeah,
He's normal,
I just want you
dude.
to do housework in a sexy way.
Now, let me put these random pair of britches I found in your mouth.
What? Nothing. By the way, you're never allowed to go into the garage. It's locked, and you have to call me before you come home, no matter what. That was also shit he did, and she didn't see any red flags of like, well, he makes me call before I come home, just in case. I don't know what. He's just a weird guy.
I think the lesson here is similar to, well, obviously he was a serial killer, but a lot of serial killers, like torture and kill animals. He was torturing young pairs of panties at a young age.
Yes. He actually got caught at like 17 with like a girl he beat up and shit. So it could have
Oh,
been a
yeah.
red flag of just like, oh, this guy's going to have some problems.
That's pretty bad.
yeah. It was
So
rough.
if you have kids doing weird shit like that,
Kill
just
him.
have them committed.
You don't want it growing, do you?
Yeah, get rid of them.
No, I suppose not.
It'd be kinder to like save the world and save them from themselves by just like, oh, you were torturing a puppy in the backyard? That's okay. Come into the garage, I have a shotgun, and now
Jesus Christ.
what are you going to do with it? Let it grow?
Did you hear about that?
Oh, yeah. He yeah, he got caught doing that shit.
He likes to dress up in women's clothes and high heels and masturbate
Yes.
after committing a murder.
He,
of course, there's sex involved.
He came into his like house that his wife basically told him he was getting fat, and so then he went into a different room, put on a whole bunch of that weird shit that he had stored away that she
Women's
didn't know
clothing
about.
and shit.
Yeah, and then came in and she didn't really know what to do, so he just like went back out and put on his regular clothes, and then they didn't talk about it for like 2 more years.
What?
And she didn't see like, oh, you like to cross dress? Well, that's bizarre. She just kind of like, well, da-da-da-da. I'm just gonna go back to scrubbing the dishes or whatever the fuck I'm doing, and ignoring the fact
This
that
is fine.
Yeah. I can't go into the garage, and I can't get food out of the freezer. Why is that?
This is 1969, 68.
They didn't know then. Yeah, this is
what
before
options did she
people.
have?
She probably just thought he was being goofy.
Yeah, and they didn't realize like how crazy people were then. This is like one of the first
They're
guys
silly.
Well,
really
he's feeding
profiled,
me.
you know.
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
So now we know about the profiling and stuff, and it's really fascinating. But that was last week's book of the week.
It says he also is a necrophile.
Yeah, oh yeah, he fucked the shit out of the dead bodies.
Jesus.
Oh God.
That what?
So you know.
Yeah.
You watched it?
I mean, I read a book. I didn't watch it. This happened like fucking a long time ago. Yes, I watched that.
Yeah, like 40 years
Are you
ago.
talking about the Jerry or just Dan?
Damn.
Killer Dan? Played with his butthole a little bit.
50 years ago.
Wait, hold on.
It took a while to get to that. Sorry. It's like 50 years of butthole.
Just keeping you all
It took a while to get to that butthole.
Jesus.
Butthole.
But yeah, that was a fun read. So if anybody gets the chance and is into that kind of weird stuff, check out the book Lust Killer. She apparently has other books that I want to read about other weirdos, and so I'll get to that. I'll tell you about the next one.
Yeah, all sorts of weirdos.
There's really weird weirdos. They're
Are you going to turn into a weirdo?
No, I just really like reading about this shit. Like, I think if I could go back in time and go to school and be like, what do you want to go for? I want to learn about the weirdos so I can find them and get them arrested or some shit. Because that seems like a fun thing. I mean, not really fun, but like...
You're like a vigilante for perverted murders.
No, like, actually, like, part of the, like, oh, no, this guy...
Butthole murders.
It'd be cool to be...
Dan walks in. I know.
It would be
shit.
like it would be like that scene
About
from
weird
like
shit.
the Boondock Saints where like the classical music's going and I'm walking down the alley like seeing all the shit. That's what I would like in my life. Pay me to be weird.
Yeah, I mean, you could be like an artist or do something fucking...
Yeah, you could paint all these weird
Or
pictures.
I could just use the blood of
Paint
my victims
buttholes.
to paint things and
Yeah, exactly.
and then become famous from that.
Exactly. You could.
Yeah.
All you have to do is, like,
Let's not inspire any weirdos out
Make-
there listening right now.
make the
Yeah,
art worth
don't be a weirdo.
$30,000.
Damn.
Someone will buy it if it's worth $30,000.
You know, ironically, they would.
Exactly.
Dude, oh, so I watched a cool thing on Banksy. Somebody spent like $2 million on a piece of his art that
It
was
got
on a wall,
shredded?
and it got shredded.
Yep.
Oh, that was awesome.
It got shredded immediately, like after.
Once the thing sold, yeah.
Yeah. No, take that back.
That was for the shredding. That was the bell.
That was the butthole.
What was the picture of?
Fuck, who knows? It was a Banksy.
It was just
It
like
was the girl with the balloon on the string.
It was just
Yeah.
like this,
the heart balloon.
It's one of his most famous ones.
It was like classic one, but it was like done
Who's
by
this
Banksy
guy again?
and Frank. It was just this artist from England that's a graffiti, all these random graffiti artist, but no one knows exactly
yeah,
who
he
he
went
is.
around the world doing shit too, though.
He did sneak into other places, but he's from England, and he put this picture up in a frame and like put it to auction, and people paid like $1 million for
$2
it.
I think it was
million
two.
was
It was
the-
two.
$2 million, and as soon as the guy gavelled it, sold for
How
$2
much
million.
you want to bet?
The
The value went up after it shredded, and
It
that guy
might have.
turned
It
around
might
and sold
have.
it.
It
The
might even be
frame
more now.
shredded the
Part of
paint.
his art.
It
Ow.
spit the paint out. It was like the shredder was built into
To
the
the frame.
frame. Like that was the whole purpose of it. He wanted to sell someone a shredded piece of art.
It was making a social commentary though about consumerism and
Yeah,
And
putting
he probably
value
made
on
a
stuff
shit
like
ton
that.
more
that
money
amount.
off that thing too.
Yeah,
So like,
Did-
it was so Banksy to Banksy it. Oh,
exactly. Yeah,
Did he get the money though?
well, somebody got.
it probably
the
went to a charity.
If nobody knows who he is.
It probably.
Oh, he's getting money. Somebody knows him who like gets it to him, but
Buttholeaholics Anonymous charity.
Probably the guy that paid that much for it.
It's almost like it has to be kind of a collection of people. I think, honestly,
yeah.
kind of started as one person's idea, and then like it's kind of.
Did you hear about
Gone
Banksy? Okay, so apparently around England there's a whole bunch of potholes. So this guy was getting sick of the potholes, and he went around and spray painted penises around the potholes, so that like people would come and fix them. And they called him Wanksky because he was just like graffitiing dicks around on potholes and like getting. But like well, fuck, we have to fix this pothole. Otherwise, we're gonna keep putting a dick here.
Yeah.
And then they fixed the potholes, which we should do in Omaha because we have a
Yeah.
whole bunch of them.
You gotta
It's a
think
good
of
way to
something
get it
else
fixed.
though, like boobs or something.
Maybe just a big
No,
old
they'd
clit.
leave the boobs on.
Yeah, they'd be like,
You
we
could put a
like birds.
vagina, like,
What are you
know,
bitching about?
Oh, if you
Yeah.
could paint a vagina in spray paint, though.
like a rough
You
one.
could
It'd be
paint
really
a
crude.
butthole.
I mean, aren't all
It'd
potholes
be a watery butthole, though.
buttholes, though?
Yeah, they're all buttholes.
With water in it, though.
Yeah, you're right.
Muddy water.
Well, like a
That happens.
fucking swamp-ass pothole.
Fast butthole.
Swamp ass is the worst. That swass feeling. All right, on to other things.
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to segue into this for a little while. but
There are 2 northern white rhinos left worldwide. Scientists create embryos to save the animal from extinction.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, tell me what this article is about.
Well, there was one last male rhino last year that was killed, poached.
Mm.
Even though these rhinos are like surrounded by 24/7 guards, it still happened. But they did, thankfully, relieve him of his male buildup. They jerked him off.
After he was dead?
No, maybe, but after when he was alive, they
Oh, okay.
they have his sperm, is what he said.
yeah, and they kept it, and they were able to actually get 2 embryos going. So I don't know if they're going to artificially inseminate.
I think that's a
Rhinos.
picture of them artificially inseminating a rhino.
You might be right.
That
I don't know. That's the
very
one where they're
much
milking the
looks
dude.
like a picture of them putting something up for a vagina.
Oh yeah, you're right. Here, so they
That's a
they
vagina.
successfully fertilized them in vitro, of course, and they're both preggers.
Oh, there's 2 females. That
2
are pregnant.
females. Yep.
Okay,
because
so
the last male was dead.
Don't you think, though, that, like, the next generation is going to be a bunch of deformed retard rhinos?
Because it only came from one male now.
And yeah. Like, there's going to be some, like, my cousin mama was
That-
going to be my rhino daddy.
For that
ma-"
type of stuff to happen, though, typically takes so many generations.
Have you seen the retarded white tigers?
They might have other samples of male that were saved as well, but
Maybe, but still.
I don't know.
somebody left a comment though about this saying they should just let them die. Mother Nature selected them for death, but I was like, no, they literally have been poached to death.
Yeah.
Elephants are running extinct now because of poaching.
What about, aren't there black rhinos as well?
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
basically
two different-
all the rhinos, because
Do you
people...
think they can cross breed
Well,
them, though?
It's
Okay,
the ivory.
It's going to sound really racist, but apparently in Asia, it's a big thing that rhino horn will give you a better boner.
Everything gives you a better boner.
And so they're
China.
like, oh...
tiger
we-
penis soup.
Yeah. So instead of, like, using Viagra or something, they're killing off animals so they can get a boner. Which doesn't actually work, but they're convinced it does, so... That's where a lot of the poaching material goes.
Thanks, China. China.
Well, if you don't want a boner,
Cut off one horn to give yourself your own.
drink Jack Daniels. If you do not want a boner,
Speaking from experience.
oh,
Drink White Claw.
yeah.
If you do.
Oh, yeah. What you gotta do there is you just bang it against the table until it wakes up, and then you're like, alright, baby, here we go.
Yeah. I don't know. No, you gotta slap it on her butthole a couple of times.
You just start thinking
Then
about...
it should wake up.
Start thinking about rhinos.
Oh, that's gonna do it, yeah.
No, I'll just start laughing then.
I mean, you could stimulate your own prostate, or have her do that for you. You never know.
All right, next story.
Oh, yes.
The hurricane with a boob job.
Hurrablame.
Hurrablame?
Hurrablame. This gets into what's been in the news for the last couple of weeks with
How
Trump
smart I am.
taking a Sharpie to an official
I have sizes.
National Weather Association map and drawing his own hurricane projected chart to prove that he was correct in saying that it was going to Alabama, which never happened. He just misspoke, couldn't admit it, and it's spun off to even worse than that now. It's still in the news because now they have found that the National Weather Service was told by, I think, Wilbur Ross, of all people, that if they did not agree with Trump, they would start firing people. It's actually a felony in federal law to lie or misrepresent weather. And now he's telling people that if you don't do that, I will fire you.
I didn't hear
that is because Trump is our Lord and Savior, and if you don't have faith in him, you're going to go to hell, just
Yeah.
like if you don't believe in Jesus.
But that's the thing. Even his, like, diehard supporters, can't you, like, acknowledge, okay, he's fucking an idiot on this hurricane
Did
thing.
you ever go to school to learn about weather? No. Well, then why are you telling us about weather?
Because his gut tells
I'm
you.
fucking awesome.
But he like, if it's about climate change, he's like, oh, that's made up.
Yeah, no.
Can't trust the scientists.
Climate change is made up because it's a Chinese conspiracy by Trump and stuff. But he definitely can predict the weather.
One of the most stupid things. though, is
Sharpie
just-
Gate.
He literally
Sharpie Gate, is that what it's called?
probably just
Yeah.
misspoke, and he just couldn't come out and say, "Oh shit, I meant this," and sorry, I said that.
No, if you
No, he has
fuck
to
up,
double
you double down.
and
Yeah.
threaten people with their jobs to support him.
To say he's wrong.
No, to say he's right. You cannot
For
tell
being
him.
wrong.
You,
About being
you
wrong.
saw this, right? The little map that he drew his own Sharpie on.
Why is
Like-
that even his business? It's not a
Exactly. Why does he care? He could have just like, okay, you know what? I wrote the wrong thing in a tweet. Fuck it. We'll move
He
on.
could have just been like,
But
oh,
he had to draw this map and send another 20 tweets. Like, what the fuck?
And threaten people with their jobs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, it's getting
he
serious.
should have said, oh, there's a
Yeah,
hurricane. Maybe we should go down there and
yes.
help people. That's all he had to say.
Exactly.
And not to mention, while the hurricane was going on, he went out
Instead of-
golfing.
Instead of predicting where it's going to hit.
Maybe this is why the top 6 Democratic candidates are beating him in the polls right now. Even Mayor Pete is beating Trump in the polls.
My name's Mayor Pete. I'm going to be your president.
Yeah.
Well, he is in Indiana. He doesn't have a southern accent, but
Whatever. My main thing
Pete
is
Buttigieg.
I'm not Trump.
Exactly.
Oh, I heard about the
People are
cocaine
just
wash the
so
shore thing, too, from
excited
that, yeah.
About
a little buried treasure.
someone else. Yeah, I didn't hear about this.
Oh, I've heard about that. And people turned it in. Kilos
Really?
of cocaine that they're
Fucking bullet
turning
point.
into the
Well,
police.
What's going on here?
So
Madness.
during Dorian hurricane, a bunch of duffel bags of cocaine washed ashore in Florida. One of the bags found had over $300,000 in street worth in cocaine in it. So millions of dollars in cocaine and illegal drugs washed up the shore in Florida. But I think even just a few episodes ago, we talked about how people watched planes and boats flying overhead getting chased by cops, and
Oh,
they're
yeah.
throwing drugs out overboard,
Yeah.
you know, like into the water.
The weird thing is that people turned in that cocaine when, like, I mean, obviously you shouldn't go sell it. But you've got cocaine for a long fucking time. If you found a
Oh, I'm
duffel
sure
bag-
plenty of people kept it.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of savage are you to not accept free cocaine?
There could have been like,
I just keep it and sell to the same person every other day.
yeah, but there could have been like 1,000 fucking bricks or whatever, and they've only found, half or
Yeah,
whatever.
who knows how many there really are. I
Imagine
mean,
the
it's like shipwrecks. People in the future are going to go diving into the Atlantic Ocean looking for cocaine and other illicit drugs.
Oh, I wonder if like one will show up in Asia or something.
yeah.
Because like we've gotten
Rhino's going to eat it and he's going to turn white.
no, but that fucking tsunami that hit Japan.
Oh yeah.
There's been shit from Japan that has showed up in America because of that.
I'm sure
from buttholes.
there's probably drugs all over the place all the time washing
Yeah.
ashore, but I don't know.
Goes unnoticed.
Yeah. Or people are like, "Fuck yeah, what a great day! I'm gonna just lock myself into my room for the next like 2 weeks, and then I'll finally come out."
Yeah. Have you ever just like been walking through a parking lot and found a little white bag?
No. I have not.
Taylor found one today. Did you see that Snapchat?
Yeah, I did. That's
Where'd
what
he
made me
find
think of
that
it.
at?
I have no clue, but it definitely was like
Fell out of his back
crystallized.
pocket.
Yeah, it looked like
He-
meth or something.
Yeah, he definitely found a bag of meth. It looked
Jesus.
Come on right now. He's probably high as fuck.
You
Should
know,
do it.
like. He said he flushed it.
It's
a perfect transition,
What do you
too.
want? What? Who is this?
I mean, I feel like we have to at least try because I mentioned it, and you can't just like mention something like that
yeah,
without hearing the rest of it.
yeah. If I found meth, I think I'd get rid of that. Nobody wants meth. That's bad.
Taylor,
Hey, what's up?
this fishing, what are you up to?
Welcome to Trash Talk.
What's up, fellas?
Yeah, just hanging
Howdy,
out,
howdy.
drinking, trashing.
That's what Steeple and I are doing out on the water right now.
So you found some meth today, huh?
How many fish have you caught with it?
Yeah.
We've been out here for maybe about 45 minutes. I caught one smallmouth and 2 largemouth.
He's high as fuck.
On fucking
Yeah.
meth, man?
Don't say that.
No, what'd you find? What'd you find?
It was meth.
It's like King of the Hill, man. You give the meth to the fish.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh,
Dude,
that's
so I was at the gas station, and I was picking up a coffee this morning, and I felt something underneath my foot. I looked down, it was a bag. Oh, fuck, someone's Coke. So I picked it up and I pocketed it. I got my coffee, and I get in my truck, and I'm like, this is meth. Like, it was all crystals and whatnot. I'm like, this is meth. Like, this is not like this is Molly.
Yeah.
So like, I took it to a guy at work who's pretty frequent in activities.
His
I'm like,
knowledge.
dude, what is this? He goes, why the fuck do you have this for me? Dude, I fucking found it. 'Cause he knows I don't
He
do that
assumed
shit.
it was for him. Why do you have
And he's
this
like,
for me?
is meth.
It's like, dude, I love you.
So I fucking flushed it down the toilet.
Nice. Well, you should have waited at the gas station to see who comes back for it.
Yeah, somebody was definitely pissed
I don't know
off.
whose it was.
Yeah, I would have waited for him.
Omaha, drink your water. There's meth in it right now.
Yeah, wait for a skinny guy with scabs all over his face to show back up to the gas station.
Exactly.
I believe you dropped this, sir.
Yeah, he'd be.
Do you have reward money for me?
Yeah, right. It all went to the rich bag.
So the coffee was
Yeah,
extra
fucking
good
crazy.
today.
Who the fuck? Like, I'm getting rid of
Probably
this
threw the
shit right
coffee
now.
away.
He probably forgot his sugar, and he's like, well, I'll just use this.
I'm gonna work so hard today. I'm gonna do all the work.
Hell yeah. Well,
Well, good job on throwing it out.
That's,
Yeah.
that's the right call.
I am out on the water right now, fishing, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go.
All right, whatever,
no,
man.
that's fine. Good luck.
All right, love you guys.
Take it
See ya.
easy. Peace.
Yep. Bye, fellas.
He's definitely high as shit right now.
I've caught so many fish.
He's
No.
probably sitting in his underwear in his
Oh,
bed
man.
right now.
I forgot all about that King of the Hill episode when he fucking fishes with meth.
I don't think
it
I've
was
actually
crack.
seen that episode.
I think he starts with crack, and then the fish get used to it, and they won't even like eat the crack anymore. So he has to go back and buy like heroin.
What episode is this? Jesus.
It's a great episode.
It's a great episode. Yeah, he goes to like get fish bait.
Was that Hank?
Yes, Hank. He like goes to get fish bait, and some guy sells it to him in like an alley. I just remember he's like tying it onto his fish, and he's like, "How does he even fish with this thing?" Oh, he was supposed to meet someone in a truck to sell him some bait, and he went to the wrong person. Essentially,
Damn it, Bobby.
but like the cops bust him, and then the cop like goes out fishing with him, or the judge, I think, even to like, you got to prove you're fishing with crack or whatever.
Okay.
They're like, God damn, boy.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. King of the Hill is such a great show.
That's
You be tripping.
I am
That sounds like
tripping,
something
man.
Family Guy would do, not King of the Hill.
King of the Hill was ahead of its time, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, there's a lot of shit that, yeah.
There's a whole episode too where Bobby he wants to grow roses for a competition,
yeah.
Yeah.
and he ends up getting in cahoots with these dudes that think he's trying to grow pot. So they're setting him up with like indoor grow lamps and all the stuff you need for it.
In his
But
closet.
he's growing, in his closet. He's growing a rose.
They're like, roses, man. You can grow those outside.
Yeah, but his dad won't let him grow a rose because it's, gay.
Feminine.
Yeah, that's a good episode as well. But there's one where Dale, which I love Dale,
That's pretty awesome.
starts eating like mushrooms and tripping out in the woods. And like, I think he actually has rabies or something.
Yeah, he thinks he has rabies
Thinks-
because he got scratched by a dog they thought might have rabies.
Yeah,
it was Ladybird. I think
It was
bit him.
Ladybird. Raccoon bit Ladybird. That's the Ladybird one. But anyway, there's just like Dale's like tripping out and like breaks into Hank's house and like steals his turkey. But like he's
Dale,
like,
Hank
like-
finds him and he hisses out.
he's hissing at him, and then like he like burns himself on this huge turkey. So he like goes and grabs some oven mitts, grabs the turkey again, and hisses again and runs out.
Shasha! Pocket set.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, King of the Hill is great.
Rusty Shackleford.
Oh, that's Boomhauer. Did you ever see the last episode of King of the
No,
Hill?
I have not.
Apparently, Boomhauer is a Texas Ranger the entire time.
What?
Yep.
That kind of makes sense.
Yep.
They never really describe what he's into. He just got his fancy sports car, and gets a lot of girls.
And
wears
his cheetah or leopard print
Yeah,
underwear.
his leopard print. It's a Speedo. It's a Speedo.
So there's a theory that Boomhauer was assigned to watch Dale because he's all into conspiracies,
Yeah.
just to see if like he'd get out
How
or
crazy he
whatever.
goes.
Yeah, and he just kind of like hung out and like kept Dale in check. Essentially,
But
the
they were all
entire
friends in
time.
high school.
Yeah,
They
exactly,
were.
exactly. But yeah, and that's why I was like, well, how did they not know that he was a ranger? Or maybe they did know, and just didn't care,
Have you seen the one where he's trying to like describe how his son was actually an alien child, not the fucking Indian guy's
Yeah,
kid?
does he try to like sacrifice him?
No, maybe he does. I don't know. it's a weird episode, but he's like, yeah, I went away to go to this alien convention, and obviously one of the aliens came in and impregnated my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And I remember he buys like a 55-gallon drum of alien pee or something.
I don't know, it's been a while, but...
Oh no,
No, he tries to take his son and kill a polar bear at the zoo.
Yeah.
For his Vision Quest shit or whatever.
Can I have a Truly?
Truly.
Truly, I need one as well.
I'd like one of those blueberry ones, I think.
Shit. All right.
Surprise me. Yeah, don't pull your butthole out.
Is that it?
Wild berry.
No, that's not what I wanted.
I'll take that.
The blueberry one that Dan has.
Blueberry acai.
Yeah, the Aussie.
Aki.
How's your Modelo?
It's good. Tastes like SpaghettiOs.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. They get you drunk.
Excuse me. I
Okay, so...
have not done psychedelics in forever.
I have not either.
Well, this transitions well. John Hopkins has just launched the first center devoted exclusively to researching psychedelic drugs, at least in the U.S. It's a study the benefits of tripping, as the youth like to call it. As a quote, John Hopkins is deeply committed to exploring innovative treatments for our patients, said Paul B. Rothman. He's the dean of medical at the faculty.
So what do they do there? They let people take mushrooms and they watch them?
I think any psychedelic, but I'm sure LSD and mushrooms are your two big ones to go to.
No, they've been using DMT, actually.
Where is John Hopkins?
I think it's in Upper New York. I'm not sure on that, though.
This study is about psilocybin.
Okay.
Magic
I know they've
mushrooms.
been doing a lot of DMT stuff, though, because it's much quicker. So they go like, all right, here's your DMT trip. Now we'll get you out. And then you don't have to pay, like, a psychiatrist to sit there with, like, for 8 hours with you.
Well, they put you in somebody to help you with it all and process what's going on. And I think they do a lot of group therapy stuff as well. But it's helped a lot of people that have, like, PTSD. Or also a big one is cancer patients.
Yeah, who are
helping
dying.
people come to terms with death and to kind
Put them in a
of come to peace.
Good frame of
with
mind,
what's gonna happen.
essentially. Well,
Yeah, it's had a lot of really good results. I say John Hopkins is studying this, but these similar studies have been going on for a while now. Even going back to like the 50s and 60s, but it's been definitely happening a lot more as people become more open-minded to that type of medical treatment.
and opioid addiction
Yeah.
could help out there. So, Chase, what do you think?
We've all done psychedelics, so I think you could say something smart about it.
I don't know. I mean,
You don't
I'd
have
probably freak out.
you don't have anything against people though using.
No. I mean, if it's going to help them, like, get over shit, like death and shit, then yeah. Why
well,
not?
it's definitely like an experience, right? Like,
Yeah.
whether you're tripping to just like seeing.
If I had cancer and I was going to die, I
move.
would be like, fuck it, give me something that's going to get my mind off this shit or something.
Yeah. Have you ever had a bad trip?
Mm-hmm.
You had good trips.
I had one bad one.
Is it worth it? Does the good trips that you've had
don't take too
outweigh
much.
the bad trip?
If you don't take too much, and yeah, it's fun.
So let me ask you this:
A long time ago.
would you allow your kids?
Well, right now they're kids, so I'm going to
No.
say no.
Exactly. Okay. Fair enough.
But when they get older, I can't stop them.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not going to say don't do drugs. Oh, I'm going to say don't do drugs, but they're not going to listen to me.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'd be like,
You
don't
know?
do drugs, but if you do it safely.
Yeah, you gotta explain.
Yeah, if you're gonna do
yourself.
drugs, you do it from a bag you find under your foot outside of a gas station.
Goddamn
Yeah.
right.
Don't
That's
do
the
them.
best shit.
Don't do them drugs. If you're going to do drugs, buy them.
We don't need no
Joke.
freeloader drug
All
users
right,
around
That's a
here.
joke.
If,
That's a
if you're
joke.
gonna do certain drugs, go camping, set up your campsite, get like the fire built up. So all you gotta do is like light the fire when you're like at night, and go enjoy nature. Just roll around in the ground or whatever the fuck you want to do.
Yeah, be way out in the woods so
Yeah,
no one...
you don't want people watching.
Don't
you
walk into a bar and act like a fool.
I'm totally in favor of people trying to use that for dealing with whatever mental issues they're going through. It's under the right circumstances, at least.
Yeah.
You know,
Well,
I mean,
shit, dude.
we've all done them just by ourselves, and you know, people are going to keep doing that. But
Well, there was tons of like big
You guys-
proof that when people were going down to like South America to do ayahuasca,
Yeah,
like
that's
heroin addicts, full on heroin addicts, like I'm going to steal your TV and sell it, people. Went down there and like within one session of doing ayahuasca, came back and like, yep, not doing heroin anymore. Turns out I don't want it.
it really helps. I mean, if you go in with the right frame of mind and have a goal in mind of what you want to achieve mentally, it can really rewire your brain pretty hard and you know, have lasting impacts that are hopefully for the positive.
So, do you guys want to go to South America
Hell
and
yeah.
do ayahuasca?
Will Trump let me back?
You know, to be honest, you can just order some bark online and brew it here in America. And
But
do
it's not
that.
the ceremony.
It's
We'll
not
do
the
a podcast ceremony next
but we
week
can
with it.
try.
Okay, let's make it a Friday.
I don't need. It's like a Friday. I don't think I need to go get a passport or anything to do this. I can just like
I agree.
Google.com.
You got enough plants in here. It's
find
kind
me-
of tropical-ish.
You can learn anything you want to learn online.
Well, I
you
mean
know?
more like I need to
No.
order the acacia bark and then like the whatever leaf and then.
You know how fucked up that podcast would be listening to?
Oh
We'd
my
probably be like
God.
silent for like
Oh
15 minutes, just like.
Dude, Lane, your cat poster.
You guys, this microphone is so beautiful.
Paley? Pile?
Is this real
All right.
life?
Yeah, is this podcast happening right now? Yeah, it would be really bad.
Yeah.
Looks like a butthole, man.
The sad thing is, I can see that happening. Unfortunately.
Well, so we're not doing that obviously because we're all adults and don't have time for that kind of shit
Well,
anymore.
as long as we're not pussy ass bitches.
Like I
Yeah.
said, make it a Friday.
All right, so who's had sex on acid?
Not me.
Not
I've
me.
never tried it.
It's pretty great. I gotta say.
Well, at least we know you're not a pussy ass bitch.
Oh no, it was awesome.
Do you know who is a pussy ass bitch?
Chrissy
Who?
Teigen.
No.
Trump is according to Chrissy Teigen.
Exactly.
Well, you know, I could see Trump being a bit of a pussy if you were like, if it's just him by himself.
Think about it though, like how much he complains on Twitter
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit.
When
He's
he-
a pussy ass little bitch.
Yeah, if you were to like, he
Whiny.
doesn't have people around him to complain to, it's just you and him, he'd probably agree with everything you say simply because he doesn't want you to punch him in the face.
That's true.
I'd still punch him in the face.
Would you?
I would
vape
say
him?
something like, "Hey, I think I want to punch you in the face." Yeah, that'd be great. I want to be your friend. Love me.
I'll love you if I
I'll
punch you in
love
the
you with my
face.
fists,
You know what?
not in
else-
the butthole, in the
What?
face.
This is way off subject, but
Go ahead.
I have Calvin Jones as a Facebook friend for some reason.
All right.
Should I message him and be like, "Hey, do you want to be on a podcast and like talk Nebraska football?"
Yeah, fuck it.
What? Yeah. Sure.
Anyways, mushrooms are great.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, the research thing. Real good stuff.
What the fuck was that? Why did you think of him all of a sudden?
Mushroom
I don't know, dude.
flashbacks.
I'm tripping out.
You did not eat that bag in my freezer, did you?
Is that what that was?
That little bag of
You have a
white
bag
powder
of
I
weed?
gave you
Or
was
you
You thought
got
it was
DMT.
meth.
Got a bag of meth in my freezer I found on the fucking gas station. It flushed into my apartment.
You know, I have never done meth or heroin, and those are still big ones. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I'm waiting until
No.
I'm 70 old.
Oh,
to-
when I'm
to
70, I'm gonna do heroin like a motherfucker because I
Yeah.
don't want to get old.
Exactly.
It'll be like Little Miss Sunshine's granddad. Like, yeah,
Just wanna
it'd be
die.
crazy not
I
to.
just taught my granddad or dance like a stripper. I'm gonna do heroin.
If she wants to dance like that, let her. She's expressing.
Well, how else do you afford all the drugs? You got to dance like a stripper.
That is true. You mean a male
Oh,
stripper?
Shit.
A stripper in general. It's sex agnostic.
All right.
Yeah.
Any.
I'd be a Chippendale for meth.
I mean, if you get a meth
habit.
addiction, yeah, you might as well.
Anything.
What comes
with
first, the
nipples.
stripping or the meth?
I think. Ooh, that's a hard. That's like the
Fuck.
chicken or the
The
egg.
meth. You don't
Maybe
start stripping
the
unless you
first
have a
night of
meth
stripping, you're
addiction.
like, I need more or something.
I think
So
they give
Grape
you.
would do the stripping first and then get a meth
I think they
habit.
just like give you a meth glitter
night,
bomb.
first hour.
Fuck, meth glitter. Here you go.
Oh, I'm about to go on stage for the first time. I'm a little nervous. I think a meth will take the edge off.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll take a meth.
I'll take
One
a
meth,
meth.
please.
They give you a shot. of Meth. Just snort the whole shot.
Put it in my
glass.
butthole, please.
Fuck.
Jesus.
On stage.
Oh. And this is not a stripper show. This is some real...
This is the horrors of meth use, guys.
Anything-
You're gonna turn out like grape and have people.
I don't do
put
meth.
Your butthole on
I've never
stage.
tried meth.
But if you did, would you pay for it?
No, I would never. I don't want to look like one of them fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
So you'd only do free meth.
You mean Iowa?
I don't want to look like a bunch of Iowans.
You know what's fucked up is that
Or
in Iowa,
Coloradans.
it's less trouble to
Colorado.
like get caught with meth than it is weed.
Yeah.
And that's real weird to me because, like, yeah, weed makes you lazy and, like, you know,
They're so progressive there, though.
eat a lot and being peaceful.
It's
and then,
medical
like,
marijuana. They have medical marijuana.
They do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they passed.
Iowa does.
I did not know they passed that.
When are
shit.
they passing medical meth?
I think that
It's Adderall.
marijuana has gone down in recent times.
Okay.
Iowa doesn't give a fuck anymore. It used to be.
Good. Yeah, no. I remember that people are like, yeah, if you get caught with like a gram of weed, you're going to be going to jail. But if you got some meth on you, it's a fix-it ticket kind of situation. Which is just weird.
Really? What?
Well, no, like, okay, so, like, you get caught with
The cop
weed.
would just take your meth. And
You're
let you
getting
go.
you're getting some actual paperwork and maybe a little time or whatever. If you got caught with meth, they're just like, well, here's your ticket for a fine. And
Bullshit.
Dude, no, Iowa was fucking weird for a while.
Oh, this is just in Iowa.
Yeah, Iowa. Specifically Council Bluffs. Because I know some
More
people
like
who got,
council huffs.
Sounds like the cops do it too. Then.
they probably did. There was apparently a big
Oh
thing
shit!
called,
Get out of here! Yeah, you're free. You gotta go. Hey, look, we got some fucking meth.
We're gonna go arrest people so good. So many. I'm gonna pull over
We're
everybody.
gonna arrest people so fast.
I could just be like misinformed to all the Iowegians out there. But
They like their meth, man.
being apparently a lot
They
of
got
people
meth
do.
art.
They do. They have some very good meth art. Those big statues on the side of the highway could not be anything else.
Yeah, exactly.
What did you do? I went to the scrapyard, found all the metal. I welded the metal, and then I scraped it, and it's rusty, but I scraped it, and I welded it, and I put it on the highway. Fucking awesome. Like, why did you do that?
I believe that artwork is supposed to be made of pieces left over of the
No.
Twin Towers.
No, it's not.
No,
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah. I'm not joking.
Not
it
that
still looks
shit.
We
like
need to
shit.
look that shit up.
That's
'cause
old
that look-
farm
Yeah,
equipment.
we need
shit.
to look
No,
that
it's
up.
supposed to be...
Yeah.
The
So,
bridge. You're talking about the bridge.
No. Yeah.
Yeah,
On that,
that's-
when you're on the interstate out there, and they
Yeah.
got those two weird-looking pieces like
The
rusty.
ugliest-
metal.
art.
There's
ugliest
4 of
fucking-
them.
It's
Yeah.
meth art.
The ugliest fucking. I heard it was just old farm equipment shit around Iowa that they thought would be cute.
Because they were on meth.
it looks
Look
like
at
an
that. Look
airplane.
at that shit.
It looks like an airplane just it fell out of an airplane and landed like
Hey,
that.
well, it's made from the leftovers of the Twin Towers.
I don't think
That's
right.
airplane and building.
No, I don't think so, Derek.
No, it doesn't mention 9/11
It
at
doesn't
all.
say shit about that. It says it has a green patina on it, constructed of bronze.
Okay.
There's no fucking bronze beams like that.
Can we look up a picture of the artist so we can see what kind of crazy shit he was on?
I'm sure you don't have any teeth.
I don't think so. I really want to know this now. Now that we have it up, we might as well do this shit.
I mean, would you even want to say like, if you drove under it, like, hey, I did that. He
I
probably
mean,
just
okay, so-
like go faster, go.
He's
just
got
keep
some
going.
other okay stuff, but it's still a little bizarre. Bizarre's fine, but that stuff was...
Is that him?
I think so.
Oh yeah, he's high.
He probably is high.
Definitely
Albert.
got a mustache.
Albert Paley.
Paley.
Oh, he's not even from around
Yeah,
here.
it's just Pennsylvania. Why did Iowa put up fucking Pennsylvania art?
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I know, I saw it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Brass knuckles of power.
Jesus Christ. So, nice.
So, I
Nice
can't
choice,
tell.
Okay,
Albert.
so what's the meaning of this bridge shit?
We were high on meth in Iowa, and I decided to do art shit.
No shit.
That-
Criticism of sculptures.
All right, here we go.
This was back in 2010. Of course, he's wearing a brown fedora
Yes.
as
Yes.
he's listening to people complain, apparently. Odyssey.
Yeah, yeah.
sense of place.
What I do is, or what I try to do is create a sense of place and identity to create a landmark. Welcome to Council Bluffs. Here's your fucking rusty shit. I've been up on meth for 4 days straight.
I went back. I went too far.
Oh, wait, no, there's a Twin Tower 9/11 thing. Okay.
It reminds me of pictures of 9/11.
Okay, so it's a memorial.
Listen to this, though. But I doubt anyone seen the sculptures will not remember it was in Council Bluffs. Point of reference in this area. Yeah, it's fucking... Looks like someone on meth created art.
I drive by it all the time. I don't even look at it. Because it's so shitty. I just want to get off the bridge.
Just throw yourself off the bridge.
I want to drive my semi off the bridge. I feel like I'm high every time I'm driving over that bridge.
Look at this. Common complaints. I can't believe taxpayer money was wasted on this. Everyone's just saying, it's going to fall during bad weather. No public input. Dude, that shit could fall and like impale a driver.
I just thought it was like old farm equipment that was around Iowa, and they were like, hey, let's fucking weld it all together. And
Yeah, that's kind of what I had assumed too.
Well, if it's made of copper, it's probably not old farm equipment.
No, it's
It's
definitely
just shitty art.
Yeah, he just probably found the cheapest steel metal he could get. Dialogue is healthy, shows culture and art are important to the community. Yeah, but not if it's bad art.
it's terrible art. It's not art. It's just a bunch of metal
It's more like
welded
fart.
together.
You know what, though? It does say that it's like, hey, people are talking about art. At least you're talking about art.
Do people really go there and take pictures and be like, oh my god, look at this. This is fucking fantastic.
I doubt it. I hope not.
I take nasty shits and talk about that, too.
I'd rather look at your shit than fucking go drive over the Council Bluffs and look at the bridge.
Yeah, me too.
Do you want to go to ratemypoo.com right now?
Sure.
Jesus Christ, no.
Let's rate some poo.
I sure as shit do.
Is this what your podcast is turning
Wait.
into?
Is this poo coming straight out of a butthole, right?
ratemyshit.com,
No,
isn't it?
it's just floaters.
No, I'm pretty sure it's ratemypoop.com.
No, it's ratemyshit.com.
You might be right, since it didn't come up.
I do believe this
Dan is
is
there every day. He would know.
most of them are my shits.
Dan's like, no, I ain't good. I ain't good.
Nope, this isn't
You
coming
can
up
refinance
either.
your mortgage.
Well, okay.
Maybe it's not on the internet anymore.
Maybe people were like, this is a horrible website. Let's take this down.
The only thing that's going to show up is a bridge in Council Bluffs.
Rate my poo, Reddit.
Rate my shit.
Rate my dog poo.
Jesus.
Your secret treasure pointing to it.
What do you guys give that one?
That's like a
Stupid.
2.
Skip it.
Who cares?
Oh, I should have skipped.
That's balls.
What?
No, this is dumb. This
God
is even,
damn it.
that's
I'll
a-
give him one more.
No.
Oh
That's
my God.
Where's the banana for scale?
no.
Cat
That's dumb.
poop.
No, this is.
What is this story, Derek? This is also poop, it looks like.
This is probably better. Poop
Explain
than
it.
I'm not sure what story you're on. Oh, yes.
tonight.
So-
On NBC.
So there's a new elementary school being built in Michigan, and it's being designed to help in case there's a live shooter in the building, help people hide and avoid them. It's a $48 million project,
Wonderful.
specially designed to deter active shooters. So they have like rounded hallways and stuff like that, you know, so you can't see around corners and. But it's just ridiculous. They got to spend $48 million to have some probably fancy pants architect come in and design a school to help deter active shooters.
Dieter?
Yeah,
Or
deter,
deter?
deter, D-E-T-E-R.
Why does it have to cost that much if we're trying to, like, save people's lives?
Or
Because
how
they
about-
probably hired a super fancy pants architect and engineer to do it all, you know, instead of just using some common sense and maybe having some gun legislation
So this is, like, one school
in
that's
Michigan.
never going to get shot up? 'Cause
Probably.
Dude,
The
this is
gunman
gonna be
already
like
knows that it
Only
can-
for
anyone-
white kids, too, I'm sure.
No. If you got any balls now, you see this as a challenge, and so you're like, challenge accepted. I'm going to prove to you your stupid hallways don't work because I got grenades. I mean,
I don't think you can go to Walmart and buy grenades.
Okay, you can make pipe bombs pretty easily.
Dan can.
There's a book called The Anarchist Handbook, or cookbook. I'm pretty sure you get on a red list when you buy it. But once you have it, there's a lot of cool shit.
It's also online.
Yeah, you definitely get flagged. That's why you gotta
Should I Google it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They have things on YouTube, but you have to like create an account to watch it. You know, it's pretty fun.
That's fucked up.
Well, anyways, yeah, you know, a lot of other countries that have a shit ton of guns don't have these problems. However, they do have wars. So, like, you know, you don't want to go to the Middle East because all those places are getting blown up all the time. But, I don't know. Maybe we should just not allow people to buy machine guns for personal use.
Yeah, in the United States.
I get, like, you want your shotgun, you want your hunting rifle, maybe a pistol for, like, protection, but, like, an assault rifle is definitely for killing things.
Yeah.
Specifically people.
You want one.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I want one. I just know I really don't need it, and if I had one, I'd be, like, tempted to be like, alright, well, Black Friday's coming. I'm gonna hide in Walmart for a little while.
Jesus.
Well, dude, if you're go out with a bang, right? And like capitalistic society, if you want to make an impact, I don't own any guns.
Wasn't it Dan said, "Well, you gonna let that weed grow? You better fucking kill it early."
I think we should tie him up now.
Anybody got a fully automatic gun?
You have to admit that, like, if you wanted to prove something, like a capitalistic, like fuck you, going to Walmart on a Black Friday would be the best way to like kill off the consumeristic horde, right? Like, that'd be just classic.
Cops
if that's what you're trying to prove, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you...
I think the school thing, though, is... Even though we don't have, I don't believe, any common sense gun legislation, something weird that's happening now is Trump wants to take out vaping cigarettes and the flavored smokes because they've had 6 total deaths related to e-cigarettes, but we average 36,000 deaths due to gun violence in this country alone, and they won't do any legislation to help out.
Wow.
But 6 e-cigarette deaths and immediate consideration by the president is happening.
Those are just like staggering statistics. 6 deaths and 36,000 per guns or whatever.
Every year, over 36,000 deaths to guns.
36,000. That's just like, yeah, that's a big number. It's too much to wrap my head around.
But we can put e-cigs legislation
But you gotta
right
take care of those 6. Don't let any more 6.
It drives me crazy, though, when people talk about, well, I don't want the government taking my guns. Like, who the hell is saying that? Maybe you have some really crazy left-wing nut that's saying that shit, but no one's saying that.
Take another drink.
I just took one.
Well, I don't want the government coming in and taking my guns.
This is my gun, and this is my bottle of whiskey. Those are my people I'm going to shoot.
This is my vape cigarette. I'd die if I want to.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I don't care about popcorn. I like popcorn.
Popcorn? Popcorn?
No, don't get me wrong. Shooting guns is very fun. But militarized weapons for the public is unnecessary. And don't get me wrong. I'm a crazy conspiracy nut. I think the government's out to get you, blah, 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 blah. But the fact of the matter is, if you own an AR-15, you're still not going... You and your militia are not going to overthrow the government or even defend yourselves if some shit goes down.
That's what the argument would be, though, is like the purpose of allowing citizens to have guns originally was to protect yourself against tyranny and the government.
Yes.
And people say, well, you need to have those types of guns in case the government ever goes crazy.
Yes, but the government
But to your point, though, I mean, they also have jets, and they got tanks. And whatever the hell they want.
Subsonic frequency things that fuck with you that they don't talk about.
Yeah,
and all sorts of other shit.
Shit they
also,
have
actually trained people versus like you and your guys dressing up in some camo and jerking off in the woods for a couple days. Like, there's actually trained killers mentally prepared for this shit who are part, like, that's what your soldiers are.
On the black budget that we don't even know about.
Like,
there's like Navy
$500,000 blue ballpoint pen.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So while you're sitting there like, we're going to defend ourselves, you don't have shit. And also, if you manage to defend your town from the ground troops, and then they're like, well, fuck it, turns out we have missiles. Do you have anti-missile technology?
Bunker busters.
Yeah.
Even if you get yourself your little man cave under the ground.
Yeah, I'm glad you held up in town hall for like 2 days. We really actually don't like you, so...
You know, and a lot of these people, too, are saying they don't want to have, like, the whole FEMA camps and government takeover and police state. Well, what does Sean Hannity come out and say? And a lot of those same people for the gun rights stuff are totally for. With all the school violence, the last one that just happened, he came out and said we need to start having basically a police state in our schools and communities. And those same people are like agreeing with that, and it's like you say you need guns to
Dude, that's the
defend
bait and
yourself against the
switch.
police state, but now you're inviting that very thing that you
Yeah.
say you're against to happen.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's the totalitarian tiptoe, or the bait and
You
switch.
claim to be against it, but yet you actually doing it. You know.
How do you think you got that position of power on the TV? It's because you're for that shit. You just gotta build up. It's like when Alex Jones, before he went fully crazy, got bought off. Because Alex Jones was originally doing his you should watch out for the poison in the food and all that, and then eventually he's like, I bought off, and now
that's why you need to buy my product
Yeah.
or whatever.
yeah,
You're gonna squirt yourself?
all over. Shake it. You got to shake it first.
Oh shit! I didn't shake mine.
Shake it and take another.
Shake it.
Shake and bake.
Shake it like
No,
shake it like a
the gun
steroid
thing is
pitcher.
always such a weird thing because they are very fun.
Wait, shh, do it.
Oh, Chase.
Oh, you like that, baby?
Oh, Chase. Oh, my God. Faster. Faster. Don't come yet. Oh, my God. Oh,
Squeak, squeak.
Oh, Charlotte's Web.
God.
Give me the old dolphin.
Oh, you guys, I love this podcast.
This is
so much.
CBD oil. I'm
It always
trying
surprises me. Where,
I got it for
where
free.
It can go.
Dan found it outside of a gas station below his foot.
Goddamn right.
How did it stick to your foot?
You got to put it in your butthole, man, not in your
God
mouth.
damn it.
What
No,
kind of-
How
where
do you
I'm
put
working
that
now
in there?
provides me with free things like this.
Hey, do they have
Dan works for a drug dealer.
minerals for your distilled water there? You think?
They probably do. There's
yeah, I need
so
to go
much
get
shit.
some more of that shit. I haven't even gone in there. We don't
it's-
need to say where it's at.
It's
but-
still the corporate beast. It's just a semi-better version of it,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
guess.
Tastes like vanilla.
It's supposed to be chocolate mint. But
CBD oil.
Or
I don't know if it actually does
or
anything,
like
to be
Bud?
honest. Probably like Bud. It probably tastes like Bud.
Do you have to do it for butt?
Butthole.
I mean, if you really want to try to shove it up there, you gotta get a different,
If you
squirted
shove it
vial.
up the butthole, it's going to sound something like this.
I was wondering what the fuck you were doing.
That was most excellent.
Do it again. Do it again.
Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, that went straight up the anus.
Okay.
In the
Good
back of the
stuff,
eyeballs.
man. God. We cover so many great topics. Here.
Yeah. You guys like gun violence? How about taking shots of CBD up the butthole?
That's what I love, how we can have intellectual conversations and then go immature.
Chocolate mint
immediately.
in the
It seems
butt?
like.
If you want to call that intellectual.
Well, we start intellectual, but
And
it
devolve.
it degrades so immature.
Well,
so
Give me a
fast
topic. We'll make
sometimes.
it turn into buttholes. Starfish. Chocolate.
fucking-
Chocolate starfish.
no,
buttholes.
that's too easy. That's too easy. Guantanamo Bay.
Oh, you know people are getting raped in the butthole. There we go. Already done.
Well, dang it.
Getting raped in the butthole was my Guantanamo Bay.
Okay. Trains.
Trains. Trains go in tunnels. Tunnels look like buttholes. Boom.
Hey, you want to run a train on that asshole? Butthole.
True.
I'm glad we're mature adults.
Boobs. Squish them together, they look like a butthole.
Well,
No.
Butt crack.
Boobs. They get boring, so you flip over and look at the butthole.
Jesus.
Anyways.
Pussy. Pussy's next to the butthole.
Bam. Just everything's butthole. All right.
The zoo. Animals. They all have buttholes.
Just gotta look at the animal butthole.
Isn't it funny that when you walk around in
Zoo.
a bar,
Baboons.
Oh, God.
Big old colorful buttholes.
it's just funny. Everything you see has a butthole. It's weird.
Belly buttons.
But you
Could
don't
be a
get to
butthole.
see the butthole. No one talks about the butthole.
All right. Enough of this madness.
All right. I wasn't even.
It's a
trying.
knockout.
It's too easy. This is a
It's a
simple
knockout.
subject.
He's done. Butthole's done.
Knockout. I do that butthole.
Okay, let's go to tax facts.
Tax
Ooh,
facts.
tax facts.
All right. Here are some things about the taxes. Derek.
So, coincidentally, or not coincidentally, timed with the upcoming election, Trump is considering a capital gains tax decrease. So basically, capital gains are taxes on for capital gains and inflation that has to do with realty and money you make on the stock market. So because of all of some of the economy shit going on, this is a way to kind of like loosely bump it up. So some of the bad stuff, though, is if he did this, is that an estimated 86% of the benefit of indexing the capital gains would go to the 1%, quote unquote. So a Ben Wharton budget bottle projects that indexing would produce roughly zero net additional economic growth during a 10-year budget window. So it's not going to do anything to help economic growth, but it's going to give people that already have a ton of money even more money.
Dude, that sounds like a great idea. We should definitely do this because trickle-down economics is going to work.
Well, and this is the shitty part, though, too. Okay, so traditionally, this type of stuff would be voted on by Congress. Trump wants to avoid Congress, do some sort of presidential decree, and he told reporters the past month that he thinks he can bypass Congress, and all he would need is a letter from the Attorney General, who's already proven himself, Anthony Barr, to be or is it William Barr? To be a patsy for Trump anyways. So he says if the Attorney General, which is the lead of all of your police force, FBI, CIA, law enforcement officer, a law enforcement officer can give him permission to make sweeping changes to economic policy, which I don't see even how that makes sense, but
it sounds perfectly logical because if you give rich people more money, the poor people get richer.
yeah,
That's how it
trickle down
works.
butthole-onomics.
It's been tried since the 80s, and it's failed.
That's just because we haven't done it enough.
Yeah.
So
For
here's what
sure.
we do. I'm going to give all my money that I make to somebody richer than me because then I'm going to have money. Don't you see the logic?
Doesn't matter. The rich people are going to get the money anyway.
I know, yeah.
The recession is coming.
Dude, I can't fucking wait.
For a recession. For shit to get expensive. For you not to be able to afford milk and
How do
bread
I put
anymore.
this? I have been collecting guns for when this happens. So that when I need a can
No,
of
you
beef, I haven't. You're right. I'm just gonna stab someone and take their gun.
Yeah.
But anyways, when a can of beans becomes a scarce commodity, I'm ready to go Walking Dead on some shit. And this is why I still exercise and run and
Would you shoot me?
No, I'd hope
Do
you'd
you
be
have
on
a
my
can of
team.
beans and or
I
a
hope
baggie
you
of
would
meth?
be on my team. But
You got to have someone
if you're not,
have your back.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah,
I've already got a paramedic in my crew. There's a few people I'm building of networking.
I got a fancy ass rifle with a scope on it. I'll join your team.
Sweet. See, that's what we need.
Yeah, I got your back. I'll just sit back, and shoot people.
I'll try to
And you
talk
go
to
the front
people.
line.
I'll try to talk to people like, do you have a can of beans? Would
It's
you like
just
to
like
trade
all
things?
the games you play. I'm always the magic guy. I hang back and blast everyone in the ass, and you're up in the front lines.
It sounds like a good
Or
plan.
I
you
say blast
should
them in the
do.
butthole.
Is this your D&D shit?
You should start collecting a lot of alcohol.
Yeah, trading commodities.
Yeah,
Alcohol and
that is
cigarettes.
good.
That would be a good
The
trend.
problem with collecting alcohol is that I tend to drink it.
Or
Yeah.
shove a rag in it and make a Molotov cocktail.
You need some really strong alcohol for that.
Well,
you
you
need
could
Everclear.
just be storing strong alcohol. Get some
Or
You never
making
know.
your own.
You could actually run a car off of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Car's not working. Good thing I have a shit ton of Everclear. Boom.
Yeah, exactly. You
That will
see this-
destroy your
see
engine
this
over time.
Rubbing
Who
alcohol.
fucking cares? There's
It's
so
the
many cars out there that you can just take.
Apocalypse.
I want to go Mad
how do you
Max
get
on
the-
this shit.
How do you
You
get the
oughta-
gas out of the tanks at the gas station?
If you're worried about the apocalypse, get yourself a 1978 or earlier vehicle that runs on diesel. It's fully mechanical, and diesel's better than gas for...
Where you
It's
gonna buy-
easier to attain
where
diesel
you-
versus purified gas.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But the real question
Diesel.
is
And
where
it's
do I
better for
get
engines,
the
too, that
leather
are made for
chaps
it.
with
They last
studs?
longer.
Where do you even buy diesel?
It's at every gas station.
And Sinclair, there's
I get
one right
diesel
out.
every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's at every gas station you get diesel.
True. You're
The
right.
dump truck that we drove is all diesel.
And
Yeah.
most people have gas engines. There'll be more diesel to go around, proportionately.
That's a very good point.
But get a vehicle before 1978. It's fully mechanical. You won't have to worry about EMPs,
Yeah.
electronic magnetic pulse, to destroy your electronic engine.
I think all cars
Well,
should
for
be diesel. Actually.
Zombie apocalypse, though, I don't think you'd have to. Why? It's fucking
Because
worse for the environment.
gas- I
Let's
mean,
be
just
honest.
it explodes. So
We should
easily,
actually be
it's
trying
so
to do the
flammable.
0 point technologies with a toroidal field.
they call the,
that's a self-contained system.
Gas
But
engine,
we don't need it.
internal combustion. Suck, boom, bang.
Yeah.
Suck in the air.
Dan's trying to talk other.
Increase the
technology.
boom on the gas when it ignites, and bang.
Hey,
Exhaust.
speaking of throwing gas on a fire,
It's pretty fun.
Sackler family
Oh yeah,
You know about
Who?
you know about the
that's the fucking opioid people, right?
yeah for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I had an article, but I didn't really pull it. I didn't link it.
What'd they
So-
do?
You didn't make your pinpoints.
I made my bullet points. I didn't link an article.
You son of a bitch.
Well, you know,
Like I told you to.
it's open for interpretation. You can find any article you want on this, okay? Because it's a hot topic right now. The Sackler family owns Purdue Pharma.
yeah.
Purdue Pharma
Made
produces Oxycontin and other fucking
I think they
opioid drugs.
perk. I think they still have fentanyl in their repertoire too.
Maybe.
So yeah, the Purdue Pharma just settled a case just the other day.
Yep, exactly. It's fucking hot. They owe 10 to 12 billion to 45 different states that are suing it, and there's like a lot of cities in it. But that's the thing. These motherfuckers, the Sackler family, are the ones that started the opioid crisis. They made Oxycontin. They sold it to everyone. There are like certain counties that have 3,000 people in it, and yet they have like 1 million subscriptions to Oxycontin.
Well, yeah, they got like 5 each for each person for all
Exactly.
the different doctors that they're like,
Yeah.
hey, I have pain.
Yeah,
Give me
exactly.
drugs.
There's one county where there's like, so many people live in it, but there's so many subscriptions because everyone goes there
Well,
to get it. or
and
whatever.
their sales tactics to doctors and hospitals, though, are straight up blatant lies. They'll say stuff like, "Oh, the FCC or whatever government regulatory agency said that our drug is great for everything from a toe jam to dying of cancer."
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they also
So
said that,
it's a
like,
cure-all.
well, they're like, oh, there might be a pseudo addiction because people want to manage their pain, but they're not actually addicted to the drug. They're just trying to get rid of their pain.
Bullshit.
How much
Oh,
do you
no,
guys
yep.
think that the drug companies that peddle out, fake opioids like that, are also involved in the world trade of actual opioids?
No, they 100%
they almost
are.
have to be. How do
Okay.
they make their
Yeah,
fake
because that's what
opioids?
everybody does.
So-
They can't get the medical shit anymore at some point when they're like straight up addicted. So they start getting the street version, heroin, opium, and whatever shit people are concocting in their kitchen.
Fentanyl. People can make fentanyl.
Have you
or
seen
whatever.
like any of
Drug
like the
cartel
Vietnam vets that came back that like basically were like, yeah, we've been
Opium
shipping
addicts?
in heroin
Yeah.
on our planes.
Why do you think we're in Afghanistan?
Oh yeah. Why do you think Poppy Bush is called Poppy Bush? It's not because he's Daddy Bush. It's Poppy because he went over to Saudi Arabia to invade their oil or their poppy fields and take all the opium from there. That's why he was called Poppy Bush. There's a whole bunch of really cool things in like some books about that. But anyways, Poppy Bush is not because he was Bush Senior. It's because he liked poppy seeds.
Fun fact:
'Cause
if
of the
you
money they
eat
make.
poppy seeds, like lemon poppy seed muffins,
Oh, yeah,
stuff like that,
false negative.
you will test positive for opium.
No.
Yeah, but
My
that's-
dad almost got court-martialed for that when he was in the military.
Well,
But-
doesn't surprise me. But
So,
it's like
but-
these are the ultimate drug dealers. This is the drug cartel right here.
This
The Sackler
ruling
family.
though so far it wasn't even a ruling. Right now it's a tentative agreement.
Yeah, exactly. It's just a
But
deal.
part of the agreement is they have to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So they're telling them, we're bankrupting you.
yeah, you're done.
I guarantee it's not going to happen that way.
No, because
It'll go down.
they still have to go to federal
It's only
court.
tentative. Oh, yeah.
Or
They're
worse-
not giving up their power.
Worst
Their
case
foothold.
scenario, they're like, dude, we're just gonna move out of America. Problem solved.
Yeah, we'll move to Epstein's fucking island. What are you
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
do? How are you gonna touch us?
Now we're at Epstein's Island with all the 14-year-old girls and heroin.
Oh.
Ta-da! Yeah, the Epstein shit.
So the Sackler family, though, as of 2016, was estimated. And so the original founders, the Sacklers, they're all dead. Their offspring or whatever that inherited everything.
They're just fucking
As of
riding the
2016, they're worth about $13 billion. And I think that lawsuit, though, is what was the amount for that?
10 to 12 billion.
No, I guess that would bankrupt them regardless. Pretty
Yeah.
much. I mean, $1
But-
billion is
But
enough
what I
to-
read, the company Purdue Pharma would like go into this kind of limbo stage where they'd still like exist and they'd still profit off the drugs. Like it's not over. The drugs are still manufactured. Like 'cause they have to make.
They've
the money
only agreed to pay to $4.5 billion right now.
$4.5
Out of the $13 billion in 2016, they were estimated
yeah.
to have. So
But
$4.5 billion is all they've agreed to so far. Tentative, and I guarantee that's coming down because they're white and they're rich, and this is America's justice system.
Exactly.
Goddamn right.
Yeah, they're not going to jail. They're just gonna get fined and they're gonna keep on making money. And that's the thing right there. Like if Trump wanted to end the opioid crisis, fucking throw these people in jail, take all their fucking money or whatever. You can't just throw them
Or
in jail.
you could
but-
do.
Yeah, but some
is it
people do
Sweden?
need
Yeah. Is it Sweden, though, where, like, they have a thing where they actually have
They do.
state-sponsored heroin injection sites where you get state-sponsored heroin
Well,
and
they give you
decriminalize
needles
it?
for
Yeah.
free because
That's actually a kind of a controversy right now. Not just because some people say they don't want government-funded drug use, basically in a controlled environment, but the people they're putting in charge in that they've been talking about putting in charge, if they're not already in charge for those facilities, are the drug companies themselves.
Have you guys ever seen
That's
a
more money.
Scanner
State
Darkly?
taxpayer-funded, more money going to pharmaceuticals to help out the
Yeah.
people that are already addicted.
Have you seen that movie, A Scanner Darkly?
No.
So A Scanner Darkly, it's got Keanu Reeves and like Woody Harrelson and a whole bunch of other weirdos, but it basically predicts what's happening now. You should check it out. It's really fucking weird. But it basically so one of the guys, Keanu Reeves, actually goes undercover to hang out with a bunch of drug addicts, gets addicted to the drug, is working for a company that's trying to undercover the drugs, ends up, addicted, blah, 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 and then he ends up in the fields that is owned by the company that is basically, like, selling the drug, and it basically just shows, like, we are in charge of
And it's-
the whole thing.
it's that crazy animation style.
Yeah.
It's like is it Waking Life?
Waking Life was more cartoon, but is the same kind of...
It's
It came out
similar.
around the same time.
It's like random though, right? Because Waking Life is hard to follow.
It's semi-random, but if you watch it, like, another time, you'll see all the, like... You'll see the connection points of, like, oh, this person obviously works for this company, this person works for this company, which is the police force, but it's also connected to this company, and, like, it all goes turn around, and, yeah.
Interesting. One of those movies you gotta watch a couple of times to fully appreciate, understand.
But then you're also just like, oh, fuck, this is probably how the CIA put crack everywhere.
Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say about the opioid thing. Have any of you guys seen the Chappelle stand-up?
This most recent
I
one on
have.
The
Netflix.
Sticks and Stones or whatever?
I have not.
Is
The new one?
yeah, right? Is
Yeah,
that Sticks and Stones?
Just watched it recently.
He talks about how like the crack is very similar. The crack epidemic is
Oh, to the
very
heroin.
similar to the opioid crisis right now. And when crack was a thing, they were just told, just say no.
Yeah.
And Chappelle was just like, so there you go, white people.
Just
Just
say
say
no.
no. Yeah, he's like, I don't care. I'm watching it go down. Like, y'all white people are fucking up with your
Yeah.
opioids because we fucked up with our crack. It's great though. It's really good. Did you like it?
I don't think I got that far. I just heard the
You
whole
didn't watch it all?
pedophile thing he was talking about.
Oh, that shit was rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, it got kind of weird.
Yeah, where he's like, I'd rape Macaulay Culkin, but, like, Macaulay Culkin definitely got raped in Hollywood, and now he's raping kids.
I mean,
What? I haven't heard about
Oh,
that.
Macaulay Culkin is totally raping kids.
I didn't hear Macaulay Culkin raped kids, but I heard that he was,
He's totally
was
raping
probably
kids.
raped as a, like Chappelle says though, he was the kid, the hottest kid in Hollywood. Why wouldn't you rape him?
That's fucking weird.
That's what Chappelle. The whole point is, I love it because all the critics hate it right now.
Yeah.
But Chappelle is so loved by the people. He's a national treasure.
Chappelle's pretty entertaining, but
Like, you cannot talk shit on Chappelle and people not be upset. Everyone knows the Chappelle show and they know how great it was.
yeah, the Chappelle show was fucking
Should I
awesome.
tell Greg to come over? He wants to talk about his trip outs. Nah, it's getting kind of late, man.
Call him.
Now, if
All
there's
right.
one... Oh, yeah, go. Yeah, call him.
Speakerphone. We got a caller. Greg, Greg.
Davenport.
Greg,
Is that where your speakerphone's at? I don't see the speakerphone on. I don't hear anything.
There we go.
Put your speaker on the microphone.
Grape trees.
Where you at?
Hey, no, you're my big boy grape. Grape trees.
Are you high?
No,
Oh.
Hey,
I'm drunk.
1, 2, 3.
Welcome to Trash Talk. Omaha.
Who's got that soul?
Yeah!
Did you find a bag of meth?
No, listen, I brought a bag of men. They're in my little pocket.
Did you video call him?
I had this strange dream tonight where I picked up all the stars of the sky and put them in this little pouch of pockets.
Go on.
And I was like, whoa, I have all the universes in my side. And then I realized that my left side of my hip was too hot too heavy to be the right side of the universe.
You're right. That probably was a lot to put there. You should distribute it evenly.
Huh?
Said you should distribute that evenly. The right side is too much.
Listen, when I go dancing, black women wish they had an ass. Listen, I disrupt the gravitational pull of the planet. Okay? Let me tell you something about GD. It's G.
Go on. Tell me about it.
Let me tell you go on. It's like when you keep jerking off after I already came. Fuck off.
Yeah, keep trying though. You might get a second one.
I'll give you a second door.
All right, we're talking about opioids. What do you think about them?
Are you on them?
I think it's funny that like pharmaceutical companies are like selling to people in pill form, while like drug dealers just fucking just do it regardless, and they sell and like the half-off shit they get. It's bullshit, dude. It's fucking bullshit. And these fucking cocksuckers in Congress, who are our age, by the way, because I'm a fucking 37-year-old man. These motherfuckers, they just do whatever the fuck they want, and they don't give a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about me. They care about their fucking pockets. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Robin Hood the fuck out of them.
Goddamn right.
I'm gonna marry their daughters. I'm gonna JFK the fuck out of them. And that's just the way it's gonna be.
Are you an AR-15 fan?
Huh?
Do you support AR-15 ownership?
Guns?
Guns.
No, dude, I don't own a gun. I've never fired a gun in my life. You know why? Because if I did, it'd probably blow my fucking brains out already.
Well, that's
I'm
a
fucking
positive
kidding,
story.
dude. You know what? Here's the problem with gun owners. They want to fire them. Like, why would you have something and not want to use it? And nobody ever asks that question. It's too fucked up to ask. But if you own a gun, like, don't you want to use it? It's kind of like, hey, you remember that little game you had? It's called Mousetrap. You set the whole fucking thing up. Why'd you set it up? Because you wanted to see the fucking thing work. That's how gun owners will think. And they're like, oh, I want to fucking shoot this thing. But they're like, what if I shoot a turkey? What if I shoot a pumpkin on Halloween? What if I shoot the fence? What if I shoot my wife because she cheated on me? Fucking Christ, dude.
There
it's
you go.
the fucked up way it's got to be.
I like you, Greg.
Yeah, you
got a point there. If I had a gun, I would shoot shit.
I mean, yeah, and here's the thing. I don't want to shoot shit. If I had a bow and arrow, like, you know what? You never heard about a guy committing suicide in the head with a bow and arrow?
I do own a bow and arrow.
It's impossible to shoot yourself with a bow.
I think Kurt Cobain could do
Sure,
it.
you can use your toe.
Kurt Cobain style.
I have scars on my body, Bubba.
Did you call the Joker?
What's next? Let's keep going with this.
I like it. I actually own a bow and arrow, two of them, and you're right. It would be really fucking hard to.
You own one bow, and you said I own.
No.
A bow.
I own
Hey, say
two
say it
bows.
3 times fast. Say I own a bow and arrow.
I own a boat and arrow. I own a bow and arrow. I own a bow and arrow. I own a boner. God damn it!
I got like really hard all of a sudden. Like,
Oh.
can I masturbate while you guys are talking to me?
Only if you can say butthole.
Only if Chase gives me a truly.
Dude, you called the
Somebody
fucking
dropped the
Joker.
liquor bowl. Do you guys know what the liquor bowl is?
The liquor bowl.
Yeah, it's a bowl of liquor.
Got him.
Liquor. I barely knew her.
Wait, how old are you? Do you have like 24-year-old like freshman college fucking?
Yes. I am actually only 13 years old, and this is a very disturbing conversation for my
This
13-year-old
is not
brain.
disturbing at all.
Damn
I'm
it.
glad I can hardly hear you. Hey, you guys want to hear a joke I made up?
Yes.
Okay, this is like the most PC joke that you'll ever hear in your life, but I totally made it up. What do you get when you eat a waffle in California? Wait, what do you get when you eat a waffle on a California beach?
What?
A San Diego. I totally made that joke up. I'm so proud of it.
I fucking love it.
Dude, it's like the perfect chick getter, and then like I take it home to my parents and like, oh, why do you have an upside down cross tattooed on your left torso? It's because I want to murder Christians.
Jesus. You got more? Keep going. Keep going.
Huh?
Said you got more? Keep going.
That's
Oh.
funny.
Okay, walk on. One pecan nut. Oh, I sang the song to Chase tonight when I saw him. Chase, you know what I did love about you, dude?
What?
I don't even remember why I'm on the phone with you, because
Were those words?
No.
Dude, okay, so Chase, we you know what's to make you guys famous? You don't believe me? If you guys wanted to get famous, take Chase and create American Psycho 6. I'm telling you right now, Chase is a poor man's Christian Bale, and if you guys fucking do that, you will get fucked noticed, and all of a sudden, BAM! You're in Hollywood. I just want to suck off your teeth. I don't want my dog, because I'm a puppy named Bucket, and he's my sauce!
Oh, fuck, you should be here right now.
I know. Hey, bitch, I told you. What did I say? I said, don't even talk to me, yo!
I know, we ran out of fucking microphones. You're on the mic right now, though. Sounds great.
Am I? Wait,
Yeah.
I'm on the mic?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome to Trash Talk Omaha.
Yeah, you're on the podcast.
Yeah,
Okay, check this out. So can I tell you guys something super awesome?
Yes.
My favorite quote of all time comes from a video game. It comes from League of Legends. And it's from Master Yi, who I main champ as. And it's the true master is the eternal student. Tell me how that's not the most prolific shit you've ever heard in your life.
I get it. That's like some kung fu shit right there.
Dude, it's fucking
Confucius
gorgeous.
as fuck.
The true master is the eternal student. Think about it. Just rock. See, and this is some video game nerd. I'm a nerd. I'm an idiot. There's some fucking kid halfway across the goddamn world who wrote this piece of severe life architecture, and he fucking crushed it in such a magnificent way. And I was like, dude, that's fucking badass. See, I'm a huge into poetry. One of my favorite things in my world, it's Estuans and Terius, it of Mendes Solis and Manis.
Are you summoning a demon right now?
Yeah, it sounds like it. Reading from the Book of the Dead?
Huh?
Reading from the Book of the Dead.
No, dude, there's tattoos in my arms. Because you know what it is? Oh,
You sound like you're summoning a demon from your butthole.
you're a butthole demon. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Listen, let me tell you this thing or two about a thing or two. Listen, I fucking grew up playing Final Fantasy video games, right?
Alright.
And Final Fantasy 6 with Kafka, like it's fucking tight, dude.
I agree.
I'm gonna play it right now. I'm gonna play it right now.
You
I'm
better.
gonna tell you something.
Alright.
I think we got sidetracked, didn't we?
No, it's
No,
okay.
no, we're still doing good. I just wanted to know about the demon you summoned.
You're making this podcast like amazing right now.
I feel pretty amazing right now.
I wish you were here.
I
Damn
can
it.
believe it.
You should definitely have been here right now.
Quit quoting Pink Floyd, motherfucker. I told you when I saw you, Chase. I told you, man, because I fucking love you, man. So, has anyone ever told you this story about me and Chase?
Let's hear it.
I want to hear.
Hey, Chase, why don't you tell him?
I don't even remember. I met you downtown. I was wasted.
Bullshit, motherfucker.
Did you guys do it in the
Don't let him-
bathroom?
No.
Hey, are you gonna hang up on me? Are you afraid of the truth?
No. Tell the truth.
I jacked Chase off in the middle of the bathroom.
I thought so, God damn it! Yeah!
Yes, he did.
That's not true.
Totally true.
How does anyone meet Chase?
That's how I met all these guys, too.
Welcome to the club.
What club?
The Jack Off Chase Club.
I'm not jacking them off anymore.
No, it's a one-time thing.
You see this dick? That thing looks fucking weird.
I know you had to use two hands, didn't you?
I'm not. I'm pleading the fifth.
Alright, how did you meet him? How did you meet this guy?
Well, the second I stuck my tongue on his taint, he really just got kind of. I was like, Greg, I didn't realize you were this kind of person. I was like, well, Chase, I just didn't realize that you love me so much. He's like, I don't. And I was like, Chase, fuck me in the butt. And he's like, okay. And he just fucked me so goddamn hard.
Are you still mad that I banged that chick on your bed that one night? I'm sorry.
Oh, no. I forgot about that. Wait, I totally forgot about that. Man, my house has become such a different place. Okay, if you guys, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to look at the corner of any room that you're in. And I want you to imagine that the 3 planes that come together that indicate the fact that you're in a room, I want you to change your perception and imagine they're the outside of the box.
Okay, I'm doing it. What happens next?
I punch Chase in the face being a dick.
Ow, fuck. God damn it. He was fucking lying.
Alright, don't hit people. I don't know.
You told me to,
Hey,
though.
come on the podcast on, when's the next one?
Next Thursday.
Next Thursday, you're coming on here.
I don't know if I have time, dude. I don't know. You got me tonight, and it's pretty fun, but whatever, you know. How long is the podcast for? Because I feel like I have a lot of things to offer, like fucking like blue-haired, blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
I saw somebody earlier with blue hair, and I was like, what do you do with blue hair? And she's like, I just wanted to do it. I was like, okay, how do you feel about it? That's cool. I was like, yeah, I keep losing my hair, so I don't know what the difference is.
Oh my god. Alright, next Thursday, come on.
Alright, well, I'm gonna just, like, eat more cheeseburgers and Hopi skeleton Indians are fantastic pieces of furniture.
Did you just say the Hopi Indians are good furniture?
And that was Greg.
He hung up.
Yeah.
I do believe he ended on Hopi Indians are great pieces of furniture.
It sounded like something about Hopi Indians or
fucking-
hop, 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 hop,
That guy's
hop,
crazy,
hop.
but he's a cool
That is the
dude.
Joker. You called the fucking
I think you did.
Joker.
You've never
you
met
did.
Greg?
No, I don't think so.
Greg Davenport.
Some
He's
people
a
just
fucking-
want to watch the world burn.
Yeah,
Apparently.
he was enjoying it though.
Oh yeah,
Was he on drugs, or was that just him?
I think it was
no,
drinking.
he's
He's
crazy like that all
super
the time.
drunk. He had to have been super drunk.
No, he'll get like one drink and he's yelling at the bar and shit, crazy, and it's like he's just so funny. Like everybody loves him. He gets really crazy.
Seems
It's
like a
nuts.
character.
Yeah, he's funnier than fuck. Yeah, we should get him on here for sure.
I
Yeah.
actually want to meet him.
I don't even
and-
know if I could deal with that on the podcast. He would just be like fucking bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, that's great. People would want to listen to that.
That was pretty
No, I liked
amazing.
it.
I'm
I did like
I
it.
was entertained the whole time. Chase, I never knew that about you, though. I'm glad he met you.
I didn't know
You
that about me
you
either.
let him jerk you off in the bathroom?
I don't remember
There
that.
was something about taint licking, too.
Is
but
that why you
like-
got kicked out of Sullivan's the other night?
I'm
not
not
because you're in the bathroom
surprised.
with the girl, but because some dude was jerking you off in there.
It was
It was great.
You're getting jerked off in the girl's bathroom by a dude.
all right.
You know, that's actually a pretty good story. Tell us.
All right, you got me.
Well,
Did he punch your butt?
this
a
is
little
why
bit
this
too?
is why Derek was singing "Gay Bar."
No,
Yeah, exactly. Why.
I just went to go get a drink at the Turf Club.
You drink a
And he was-
drink of his
and he was
turf?
playing ping pong and he started yelling and shit, and I was like, oh shit. There's Greg. And he started screaming and
Today?
shit. Yeah.
Wow, was he there when
And
we
I
were
was like,
there?
he's like, I want to get on your podcast. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, come over later. And he's like, okay, call me. And he texts me and he's like, what the fuck? I thought you were going to call me. And I didn't think we had enough mics and shit, so I was like, fuck.
Ah, whatever. That
Dude,
worked
I
out
would have totally
perfectly.
stepped out for that.
I figured he would have forgot, but
Apparently
never
not, dude.
mind.
He was
He
waiting
was-
for you.
I know.
And
Well,
eating
he-
cheeseburgers.
I think he was like writing all these jokes down, just waiting to come on the podcast and say. all
No,
that
he's a
shit.
funny fucking dude.
That's just the way he is
Sure.
all the time.
Yeah, all the time.
That's awesome.
No, I did definitely enjoy that. Let's have Greg on.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be the Greg special.
For sure.
And now, Trash Talk is Greg.
Greg
Just let this guy rant for an hour.
Greg talks
Oh,
trash.
he would. He would talk a lot of stuff. And it'd be funnier than fuck.
Well, you
I
just
was-
got replaced by Greg.
I was gonna.
Sounds almost like
Dear.
grape, but grape.
We just call him Greg Grape, and you're out.
Yeah, I guess. I'm out of here.
No, the first
Truly?
episode is going to be like Greg.
Truly.
And then it maybe slowly transition to Greg from Greg.
Can I have my other Budweiser, please?
But that's
Truly,
You just held
can.
up. You just held up the Truly. What do
I
you?
know. I
want,
love my
Budweiser
last
or Truly?
Budweiser.
There's a
though.
lot of Trulies on this table. Have you guys noticed
Fresh
that?
Talk, brought to you by
I
Trulies.
feel like you got to be
This drink's
low.
for you.
Low
Truly.
on the Trulies, right? That's me.
The good thing is there's still whiskey.
It's true. That's truly.
Truly true.
Jethro.
How many more Trulies are there?
Like 2.
Speak truly, please.
Truly, I have no idea.
Would you
I'm
truly
gonna guess 2.
tell me?
3.
I'm gonna guess
2. Sounds like 2.
2.
Ah, goddamn right.
Ooh.
All right. Chernio's D, $20 for guessing that. Truly?
Double or
That's
nothing,
right.
Nebraska wins.
Did you want one?
said
No, I agree
2
that.
first.
I've got one.
Yeah, no one asked for a Truly.
Can I have one?
Yeah, $20.
What happened to your
True.
Modelo?
I drank it.
Can I jerk you off in the bathroom?
Sure.
I'm going to punch you in the butthole.
I
a little
guess
bit with my
everybody
fingers.
does. Everybody jerks me off in the bathroom when they first meet me, I guess.
Did we say butthole?
I said butthole.
There's lots of butthole in there.
That's the first time you've probably said it.
I've said it before. I was trying to limit myself.
Okay, well, at least you know.
I only say butthole twice a day.
Dan's going to be saying butthole when he goes home. Hey, can I lick that butthole? Or
You're just going to
what?
be like, still like ready to bang something. Like,
Oh,
where's-
I'm going to be banging. Wait, what?
A butthole.
bang a butthole?
Okay, I'm just gonna
I
lay it
said
out
it.
right now.
Finger bang.
It actually is my birthday. So if I go
Oh,
It's your
and
birthday
that's
today?
It's the
bang a
10th?
butthole, 10th, motherfucker.
Today's 12th.
12.
Yeah.
Fuck, I
so
knew
if
that.
I go bang a butthole tonight, that's my right.
God damn.
Shit, now I feel like we have to go to
Dude,
I drank your
happy
beer.
fucking birthday. God
Thank you.
damn
Why do
it.
you say
I
anything?
feel like such an asshole.
Because he just did.
Because I actually, this is like, I plan on like, later's like, hey, you want to come over Thursday? It's like, fuck yes, I'm gonna get drunk with you guys, and it's gonna be awesome. And that's really, I took naps today, and then I got drunk with you guys, and that's a great
All
birthday.
fucking
Hell yeah.
day. God damn it.
Fucking A.
Happy birthday, Dan.
Thank you, thank you.
So many September birthdays.
Yeah.
All your parents are fucking in New Year's.
Yeah, that's
Killer's
what it is.
Dan's birthday today, so
Ah.
give him a...
How many? How many?
I think we need to
kills
take
you
a
gonna
birthday
get?
shot here.
Today.
Yeah, let's do a round of
ASMR style.
Jethro.
All right, I'll try it. What is this whiskey we're taking here, Dan?
We're ASMR.
Cheapest whiskey I could find.
You sound like Greg.
Fuck, sucking that.
You sound like
dick.
you sound like Crazy Greg.
No, Dan goes last.
Yeah.
His birthday.
To be honest,
We should have bought him the shots.
No, I plan on this. That was only $9. Don't worry, it's a cheap fucking whiskey. I even told the person at the counter, I was like, I want to drink with my buddies tonight, but I'm cheap, and we're gonna drink a lot. So
Well, here's this bag of meth I found.
Where
why
did you
the
buy
fuck
that?
didn't you bring it?
Where did you buy that?
CVS.
It's not too bad.
Okay, actually, for everybody out there,
It's not too bad after you're too drunk.
You know what? You guys all ate tacos and
I was told
Tamales
about this by my
beforehand.
brother-in-law who works at CVS. He's married to my sister, and he's like, I like drinking, but I'm also cheap, and Jethro T Boots is the drink for me.
those are like $12.
It tastes like every other whiskey, I think.
Dude,
Truly it
legitimately,
does.
it's $9.
$9.
I'm fucking joking. And for
$9
$9
whiskey.
whiskey, it's actually not bad.
That's like the $2 chuck.
Yeah, no, it
whatever.
totally tastes like 950 whiskey.
Yeah. You can't
It
tell.
does.
You can't tell it's worth $9.
Kind of tastes like $8.50.
You touched
whiskey.
it. Derek,
And Derek's like, now I will
you know
not
you
touch this
touched
bullshit.
it.
To be fair,
Do you like it when I touch it?
That's
I wanted
those
to get
aren't
some
the
High
rules,
West,
but
but
that's what you want.
High West is like $55, $60, and I was like, nah, not for tonight. I'm going to be drinking a fair amount.
Yeah.
And as such, I'm going to
sure.
drink the cheap shit so that I can,
I almost expect that whiskey to be gone and you to have your dick in a butthole later on tonight.
Well, I don't. Okay. There
Alright.
is a certain point where you got to stop drinking the whiskey, otherwise the butthole thing's not going to happen.
Yeah. Do you rim the butthole like a...
No.
Like a chimpanzee.
I spit on it and push
Spit on what?
the butthole.
Oh, nice cup.
Any more topics?
A couple.
Next topic.
A couple.
Buttholes. For 'em or against them?
I'm
Always
for 'em.
against them.
I'm for them.
Push right against them.
Time and place. Time and place. I think that's something that has to be like, she has to know that your intentions are going to be that. Otherwise, you're gonna have a real shitty evening.
No, that's the only way to do it to me. Like, oh, that's my ball.
Oh, you're talking about like
To
the
you?
surprise? The
I
surprise?
said it.
You get your bunghole played with?
No, I'm talking about the girl, and they're like, hey, it's my butthole.
I pooped from there.
You just gotta say, get used to
Oh,
it.
dude. Okay.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
So,
Suck it up, Buttercup.
this is
Make
my
sure you're white.
favorite.
Have you said that to a girl after you fucked her in the butt?
You're not supposed to say that to a girl.
I mean, I think that's the only polite way to do it. It's a gentleman way to do it.
Yes,
I'm a gentleman and a scholar. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Suck it up, Buttercup.
I poop from there. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Okay, the I poop from there thing actually comes from your little brother during high school.
That sounds horrible without context.
Allow me to elaborate.
Because
then.
I don't know it. Chase doesn't know
no,
it.
I will tell
The
you.
listeners do
what
not
this
know
is.
it.
One time, I came over to Derek's house,
Oh, God.
and his
Circa
little brother.
2000.
This was a long
Three,
fucking
probably?
time ago. God,
Yeah.
we were all so young.
I graduated in 04, so probably
Anyways,
04.
so his little brother is looking up porn bloopers and or funny things like that, and he comes across one where they're like doing their thing, and he's like, "I'm gonna put it in your butt now," and I quote, "But I poop from there," and that was the actual blooper quote from the video, and that sound like "I poop from there" is I can't do anal because of that.
You've heard that before?
No, that is from a internet clip that Jordan had on while Austin was there, and like
You guys were all masturbating to it?
no, we were watching funny fucking like the chicks like trying to walk down like.
I think
to look
Dan and I
sexy.
walked in from doing something else, and Jordan's already there. You gotta watch this.
Yeah, and it was pretty much that context, and then there was like something where like she was wearing her like sexy boots, but like fell down, and like just all sorts of fun porn bloopers.
Awkward porn.
Oh well, porn bloopers. They're great.
Oh,
You should
okay.
watch them because it's hilarious.
I think another one he showed us was a cameraman.
Yeah,
came on or
yeah,
something.
that happened. I remember that. Cameraman's getting in for the close up of like, oh, he's gonna facial her, and then you just see like the other camera angle where the cameraman is pulling away, just like, no, it's all right, it happens, because he missed the chick's face and just like all over the cameraman and the camera.
Oh, God.
And these are the porn bloopers
Job danger.
you can find out online.
Does insurance cover that?
Yeah, it better be in the job description.
Dude,
My face got pregnant. I do porn camera work.
Dude, he probably makes
We can abort that.
$60 an hour filming.
you would
porns.
hope, but I still don't think $60 an hour is enough for that.
Would you let me come on you for $60?
An hour?
Whoa.
I will come for 1 hour on you for $60.
No,
No.
definitely
Just
not.
give me about 3 months to save up a little bit. I'll come for 1 straight hour, and I will give you $60.
Jesus
no,
Christ.
not agreed.
Even for
No deal.
like just the moment, $60. Let me do this. No.
$65.
I mean, what do porn stars?
It's
what do
going up.
porn stars get paid though?
I do wonder. Probably a fair amount.
If you're good enough, you're making decent money. But I mean, how many porns do you think people make? They never make any money, and it gets pirated on the internet.
And then it's like, amateur whatever.com.
Yeah.
Yeah, after the bitch gets fucked, she could be like, "Where's my money?" And be like, "Get the fuck out of here, bitch." What are you
Here's
talking about?
$100.
I already gave you a tip.
You just got fucked. You just got fucked. Get on out.
Zing.
Call him the dirty
Maybe
dozen.
they asked for the money first. I don't know.
Oh, $800 and $1,000
Is average.
is average for a scene.
Top tier female performers, however, earn as much as $1,500, sometimes $2,000, if they're among the industry's most sought after.
That's really not that much money in a long-term thing. You still need a job if you're doing that.
So if you
You
go
make
on
a
Netflix,
you make a sex scene every day though.
oh yeah, go on Netflix. There's a
that's good money.
docu-series called Life After Porn.
Yeah, but how much can you
speaking from
make?
experience?
Like,
Some of them are millionaires. No. So
$1,000
there's a
a day.
docu-series called Life After Porn, and they talk about how they get into it, how much they made, how much they may still be making. A lot of the top tier women end up actually creating their own production companies where basically all the profits go into them outside of who they have to pay.
Interesting.
It's actually
Sure.
a very interesting business as far as like females making money.
Because they actually can.
The
make
best
money.
ones go into business for themselves. The others is male dominated. But
Second question: how long do porn stars last in the industry?
until
4
Grape's
years
done
is
with
my
them.
guess. I bet you they gotta do all that shit at an early age and save it and then release it later.
Until I ain't horny no more.
Until they start doing the butt stuff. And once that happens, then it's just all gangbangs and nasty.
Well,
How long? Male porn stars last.
male.
Jesus.
About 5 minutes.
God damn it, that was good.
All right, I'm done. Give me my $600.
600.
Dude, I would do that for
I'm going to
$600.
Whataburger.
I don't even give a fuck. Porn myth. Uncovering the truth.
Yeah, but I'm not finding what I want, so.
Red flag.
So, how long do they last? Is this like for the scene
Yeah,
or life?
that's what that
That's the thing.
article-
That's
I think he's looking for a career.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I know
think
what
about
he's
career,
going
though.
for, but what
I
is
mean,
the
like,
internet trying to find?
Most of those people stay in really good shape, at least the big name people. You know, so you got 18 if you get started when you're legal. And then you're probably going into your 40s if you want to go that long.
I feel
Once
by
you're hitting
25,
50s,
gonna
if
be
you're
so
still
beat
going,
up.
you're going into specialty porn like gilfs
50s?
and milfs and gilfs.
Dude.
DVDA. Double vaginal, double anal.
I'm the only one that does it.
My God.
I feel
My
like
God.
maybe
What was
by
that?
27, you're so beat up.
DVDA.
Why did you guys know that acronym so right off the top of your head?
Have you not seen
She already knew it
Orgasmo?
right away.
It's
Oh,
orgasmo.
yeah, plenty of time.
Yeah.
DVDA. Double vaginal, double anal.
A stunt cock?
Stunt cock.
Anybody seen
Slap
anything
their
wrong with this?
Jesus, give me a sign. Any sign.
Oh, that's a great movie.
You gotta watch Orgasmos by the makers of South Park.
DVDA
Classic.
is the name of their band.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I didn't know they had a band.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I mean, yeah. Of course they have a band. They write all the music for South Park.
It's true.
So,
Jesus Christ.
So I like how we started with like gun topics and like real shit, and then we're like, I wonder how much you get paid to get fucked, or do you have to pay to fuck some of these people?
That's what Trash Talk's all about. You know, we move from one trashy subject to the other, and we talk.
All right, so
all sass.
favorite porn stars. Anybody know any actual names besides what's her face from the? Not Pam Anderson, the other one.
Janet Jameson?
Pamela?
Yeah, Jameson.
That's very 90s of you.
I don't.
And I
have
still
the
knew what you
internet.
were thinking
Very
about.
90s.
I don't have.
I know
the
Dan
internet.
doesn't do porn at all, so I figured he had to know Janet Jameson.
Yeah, no, I don't have the internet. Sorry.
Is she still alive?
I even forgot about her.
Look her up.
Dude,
She's
in
still
our
alive?
lifetime, she was like the first probably porn star you would know.
She
Doesn't
was
she
like
have
the
to wear
first
diapers?
When we were in
kind
junior
of
high and high school,
Instagram
she was
model.
Okay, so
Yeah, she was hot.
do any of you have names then?
Brandy Love.
Okay, so we have a Brandy Love.
I have no idea.
I know guys that I worked with on the landscaping thing who said something about something lust. I don't know the first name.
Kendra.
Oh, goddamn, Derek, you know this shit.
Is that her now?
I told you,
Apparently.
I watched Life After Porn.
Oh, that's all. Yes.
Never porn. I'm a Christian.
You're Baptist, motherfucker.
That's Christian.
You stated that on the podcast. You stated that it's clearly not Christian. It's Baptist.
I never said it's not Christian. It's a part of Christianity. You believe in God and Jesus. You're a Christian.
Okay, so
Christian,
you got
Christ.
Jesus, but I still want to watch this
Oh,
bitch
is
get
that
fucked.
her?
She's lost weight now. So she went from hot to, well, she had some kids. She got a little bigger. And then she lost a bunch of weight recently. I think the picture on the left is her now. And that dual split you got.
Well,
She went from hot
Pamela
to cold.
Anderson looks weird. Her plastic surgery's not doing her well.
any ladies out there, the plastic surgery thing is a bad idea. Have you seen those big fake lips on like
Like
any?
the far right one in the
Yeah.
top corner.
Yeah.
If you see any,
Even this, all this shit's
Dude, that one in the
nasty.
far left top corner, that was her before all her surgery. She was a babe.
Oh, yeah.
even just like minor actors in B-rated movies, you
Look
can
at
tell they
this.
got like the weird balloon lip things. Don't do that, ladies. Don't do it.
Yeah, but when they're sucking dick, it makes them drool more, so it makes you feel better as a man.
Yeah, but would you
That's
still?
why you fuck midgets, because it makes it look so much bigger.
But would you still hit it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in that
Because of the
case,
name.
It'd be
Well,
a
I mean,
sport. Fuck.
would she feel?
Well, I
it,
fucked
though?
Pam Anderson. Did you? No. Kid Rock.
Goddamn.
Yeah, no.
Now that's got to be a lifestyle that is very hard to maintain. I see a lot of meth in that.
Unintentional meth. Maybe,
Unintentional?
you know?
She was
like
listen-
drugs,
married
come
to,
on.
what was his name from It's not Bobby. Tommy Lee.
Tommy Lee, that's right. Fucking
The
Welcome
80s
to
band.
the jungle.
Oh yeah,
No, not that band.
No.
yeah, no. It's
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Yeah.
He was drummer for Motley Crue.
He went to Nebraska to play drums. There was a
He had the whole
reality
show.
Yeah, it was a reality
Based
show
on
about
his
it.
fucking going back to college or whatever.
I
If he
seen
ever
him.
went
I
to
seen
it.
him.
Did he graduate or did he just do
No, he
drugs
just
and drop out?
partied. And he got filmed and paid
They
money
probably
for it.
literally went to Nebraska for a year and just
He probably didn't
filmed
go to
a reality
classes
show.
except they're like, hey, we want to film you in a class. Okay.
yeah, it's reality.
I wonder
shows.
how many of them college bitches he banged.
Too many.
Dude.
How many now have hepatitis C?
Probably a couple.
Pamela Anderson C.
C cup. No.
She's like fucking double D or F.
What was the other porn stars you said?
Brandy Love. With an I, Brandy.
This is your favorite?
No, she's a MILF though. She does the MILF porn.
You like the MILF, say?
The MILF porn. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah, I've seen her before. Yeah, she's a fox. I'm
That-
in love with Brandy Love.
Kendra Love was with a K.
Kendra
Lust.
Love- how-
Lust.
Oh, okay. There's
NDRA. Lust.
so I wonder what Derek's search history looks like.
It looks like my search history now, apparently.
I don't have the internet, so my search history is like nothing, unfortunately. But it probably would be like, oh yeah,
Library.
All right, you guys need to leave.
library porn.
I need to be by myself now for a little while.
All right, later.
See ya.
All right, now we all go chase off in the bathroom, right?
Yep.
Why does Ben Sassy Pants say Megan Hunt?
Megan Hunt is the state Nebraska senator that represents Benson.
Should I look her up?
Oh God, I hope so.
She a porn star?
She's
This
cute.
is the perfect transition to finding out who Megan Hunt is.
Yeah, there you go, Twitter.
Oh, she could totally.
No,
be
that's
out.
not her.
Uh,
That's an. I don't know what that is, but she's hot.
Yeah, she ain't no fucking.
Her Twitter handle came up when you searched.
I like how we transitioned from porn stars to Megan Hunt,
That's her.
your representative.
What? She's hot.
She could be a porn star. I'm
She
pretty
is.
sure I've seen her in a porn.
That's her and her kid in that one picture.
Yeah, I see it. I'm not looking at that though.
Fuck that picture.
This one's right in her face. Look at this.
right in her face. Oh, she's flipping people off.
Fuck the NRA.
Yeah, look at her.
No,
And
she's.
then-
I think you guys should look into her. She's a really
all right,
good
so
state
how
senator.
it works is she says fuck the NRA, and then a guy with a rifle walks in and is like, I got this big old gun, you want to shoot a load off? And she's like, no, we want to talk about it and not.
No, I want you to shoot in my mouth.
This is a state senator you're talking about.
She actually probably has some legitimate views. Let's actually, what are her politics? State senator, like
She's liberal. But the point of why we brought it up though was she called out Ben Sass,
Mr. Sassy Pants himself.
thus the sassy pants. So when Trump was getting elected, during the campaign, he had a whole bunch of really bad texts all about Trump, saying that he should be president and whatever. his
Oh,
reasons
you're
were.
talking about Ben Sass now?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And then,
Shit.
so anyways, Trump just came out this week and tweeted, of course, because that's the only way he does anything, and said that he supports Ben Sass for being reelected. They're both Republicans. Well, after all the shit that Ben Sass had to talk talk trash on Trump, he supports Trump's endorsement now.
well, I mean, you kind of have to because Trump is your supreme leader, and if you don't bow down to him, you're.
Well, it's the hypocritic part of it all is that he bitches about Trump, and then he gets
free money
support from
I get
Trump.
it, yeah.
I don't know about free money or not, but the fact that he just can't come out and say, you know what, I don't support this guy. Thank you for supporting me, but I don't need it, or whatever you want to word it as. But
Yeah,
There she is, right there.
that's.
that's Ben Sass.
Is he grilling?
Well, that's his mood. That's not Ben Sass.
Grilling
that's
on
just
a
video. but-
fucking.
That's like Lieutenant Dan on a fucking jet ski and American flag.
That's pretty awesome.
You call this a storm?
I'm still gonna make my cheeseburger.
I'm storming this state legislature.
I didn't. Yeah.
Oh, here's Ben
Oh
Sass
my god.
jumping
Wait,
on a
wait,
person.
I'm sorry. Is he gonna fucking shove his dick in that girl's face?
Yeah, there it comes. And she's like, dick in the face.
Oh my god.
Right in the ear.
No, it's behind her. He's behind her.
What was the
What
point
is
of
the
that?
point of that video?
So he looks like he's gonna like land on top of her, and he ends up landing behind her.
What is
and
this? He like smashed something on her head?
Put this on the copy
like
paste
an
the link.
egg.
You got to put it on Facebook.
an
I don't
egg.
understand this.
Oh,
This
he
is
smashed an egg on her, dude.
Oh, that's stupid. So he had to jump off of a monument in the middle of Lincoln from the top, not top of
because
it,
he
but
doesn't
off the
have enough strength
pedestal,
in his puny little man
and then
arms
smash
to
an egg
smash
on
an
some
egg.
girl's head. I don't. What point is he trying to prove? There's no text on it.
I agree. I do agree with that statement. What the fuck?
I'm going to respond with exactly.
It looks like he's gonna land on her.
Exactly. Oh.
Looks like he's gonna land on her shoulder.
Was this live on whatever news channel? Right here we have some guy crouching above my
They're
head. and
taking
I'm-
awareness of cancer by smashing an egg on this fucking girl's head.
That's really dumb.
I'm gonna get him back.
Screw guns! Smash eggs!
Oh, she did smash an egg on his head. Good.
Okay,
Great.
well that's
yeah, but she didn't get to
wonderful.
jump off the top of a monument.
Hey, Ben Sass, fucking say something about Trump. If you don't want him fucking endorsing you, don't talk shit on him for the last 3 years.
Or better yet, talk shit and get all his money.
No, but what the fuck? If you're gonna talk shit on him, don't take an endorsement from him.
No. Okay, so you talk shit, then you get the endorsement, and then you talk more shit, basically trumping it, where you're like, I told this motherfucker he's an asshole, then he gave me money, and I spent that money to tell him he's an asshole. That's a power play.
Yeah.
But if you didn't do that, then it's just like, yeah, I talked, and he bought me off. But if you were to go back on and be like, yeah, motherfucker gave me money, and I told him his grandma smells funny, you know. Might as well.
Tweet some more shit to him. Say, hey,
Yeah.
call this number.
Get him on Trash Talk. Let's talk to
I
this
bet you can get Megan Hunt on Trash Talk.
Megan Hunt? For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, I would have her on for sure, too. I need to be more active on Twitter.
Butthole.
This trash talk needs to go onto Twitter more often. Unless anyone else has something they want to say, we're gonna do a news of the weird topic and be done with the podcast.
All right.
So, do you have a last comment? You had a topic, didn't you?
No, it was boring.
What was it?
Just fishing in Minnesota. It's
Oh
nothing.
shit! Tell me your best story from Minnesota, dude.
Well, we were
Did you catch a fish?
we were catching northern pike.
How big a northern pike did you catch?
Well, Anthony caught a big one. It was probably about
big one.
30 inches.
All right, I caught one.
I thought
bigger.
we were throwing them back.
Yeah, he ate it.
No, I threw it off the boat, and like Travis and Anthony freaked out and were like, "What the fuck? We're keeping these. We're gonna eat them." And I was like, "What the fuck?" The whole way up to Minnesota, me and Anthony were talking. I'm like, "Do you even eat pike?" And he's like, "No, they taste like shit or whatever." And I thought it was just fun to catch them and throw them out.
Yeah, it's fun to catch.
But we kept
man.
like 15 of them.
You can eat pike for sure. Not the best fish to eat, but so how big a fish did you catch?
I wasn't really catching shit. I mean, I caught like 6 of them, but they weren't like big or nothing.
Yeah, still, it's whatever. It's a nice thrill.
Yeah,
What else?
it
What
was
else
fun.
happened in Minnesota? Saw a bear.
No, we actually a buddy of ours was bear hunting the whole time. We were out fishing and drinking and shit, and he finally got it the other day.
What?
Shot a bear. You have to bait the
A
bear.
black bear?
Yeah, you have to go out there and bait the bear to keep coming back to this
What?
certain spot. Yeah.
With what?
Dead
I don't
animals.
know, like fucking lard and shit, and just anything he could get from the restaurant he worked at, just leftover shit.
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, that's how you catch a bear, because you never see him. So you just keep.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
I
you
seen a
just-
bear in a trash can in Colorado when I was a Boy Scout. They're
Or you
not
just
that
keep
hard to
baiting
find.
them
Yeah,
and
but to
baiting them.
hunt it, you have to bait it multiple times.
Or you could just set up a trash can and wait.
Yeah, it's kind of not fair, I don't think.
Yeah.
No, because it's just coming in like, oh, easy food.
Well, what's worse though, hunting bears or hunting mountain lions, where you just take dogs out there?
dude.
and the dog's just running up a tree,
And then
you
you
shoot
with
it in a
dude,
tree.
I watched one where a guy actually shot a pistol. Like, I got this cool pistol. See the mountain lion of the thing that's right up there? I'm going to just shoot it with my pistol a couple times. Like, that's not hunting.
Wow.
Like,
Not at all.
You literally, you found some tracks, your dog sniffed it, and you chased it down.
I mean, I can see sitting in a tree waiting for deer to come around because that hardly.
Yeah, that's how
Well,
you
you're
have to
gonna
hunt
fucking eat it,
bear
too.
You sit in a fucking stand and wait for a bear to walk by.
Yeah,
You don't
but-
fucking hang food in the tree and wait for
All
it.
right. That's how
you
they
really
hunt
wanna
bear.
Hunt something, you hunt a human. Do you know how long
Oh,
it takes
shit.
to find
Killer
out
Dan.
that habits?
Yeah, and then you have to like,
And also turning off your cell phone and leaving it somewhere so you don't have a digital footprint when you're going and chasing. No, you have to do that, Chase.
I'm never gonna kill a human. So
Oh, dude.
you have to wait for them to get vulnerable
Oh.
so you can find them into the woods.
It's not even into the woods. Sometimes it's more just like, you wait till there's like a group and one of them is really drunk and like stumbling around and you follow the group, right? So this group is like, oh, we're gonna go to this bar, blah blah blah, and you find the one that's like lagging behind, trying to do the phone shit.
Jesus
and then
Christ.
you just like you follow for a little bit and you wait for the moment,
Swoop in.
and then you swoop in and
fucking cops are gonna be on the Dan. If there's any murders around here, they're gonna hear this podcast.
they all
and-
know it's me. I paid them off.
Okay,
What?
enough of that, Dan.
I'm
Is there
kidding,
some news
I'm
of the
kidding.
weird from Omaha, Nebraska?
There is some news of the weird, a nationally syndicated
How you do it?
news outlet
Killer,
covering Omaha, Nebraska.
Killer Dan. Killer Dan on the hunt again.
These links don't work.
No. You got the right link,
got the
and you see where it's scroll back at the top.
you move it
You
to
see where it
South
says
Dakota.
news of the weird link in the top left. Click that, and then the first one, click you, and scroll down to like the 5th or 6th story.
It's only 2 hours away.
It starts off with awesome exclamation point. Oh, you just passed it.
And then
Here we go.
right to the right area.
All right.
It was right there too.
No more ASMR.
We're gonna Here we go. Dara's reading the news of the weird to wrap up the podcast.
Headline: Awesome!
Yeah.
For her August 10th wedding in Omaha, Nebraska, Deanna Adams, 40, told her bridesmaids, including her sister and maid of honor, Christina Midor, they could wear anything they'd be comfortable in. So after carefully considering several options, Midor chose her outfit, an inflatable T-Rex costume. As the bride and her groom took her vows, Midor towered over them and delicately clutching her bouquet of sunflowers and no doubt shedding a few dinosaur tears. Midor 38 told Adams ahead of the time that she would wear the costume, according to the Omaha World Herald, giving Adams a chance to shut the idea down. But her sister didn't balk. In fact, Adams defended her choice on Facebook. It's a giant middle finger at spending thousands of dollars and putting ungodly amounts of pressure on ourselves. So, ungodly amounts of pressure and spending thousands of dollars instead of wearing something simple that she currently owns. She purchased or rented a T-Rex inflatable costume. That's my own comment. The point was to get married to the man who treats me like I hung the moon, and we did that part.
You know, to be honest, if I went to a wedding and somebody showed up in a T-Rex costume,
Yeah, I wouldn't be offended.
oh no, I would actually probably high five the T-Rex.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And be like, well played.
I'll just be like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Did we have to do this in a church is the question. 'cause,
Well,
like,
I find
look.
it funny that she says that she did that to make a point about spending lots of money on weddings and blah, blah, blah. I totally get that part. But then she obviously doesn't own an inflatable T-Rex costume, so she had to pay extra money to do that instead of just
Yeah.
pulling something for free out of her wardrobe. But
dude, that can't cost
that's
that
still
much.
hilariously
She
awesome.
might have had it in her wardrobe.
Maybe.
You never know what she does in her free time. She might go to raves
True, we did
dressed as
talk about a lot
T-Rex.
of weird stuff today, and maybe she's got a T-Rex fetish.
I own a very big furry weird coat, so
her boyfriend probably fucks her in that costume. 'Cause he's probably into
Or he
it.
fucks him with it.
Jurassic Park
Yeah,
style.
she fucks him, yeah, for sure.
You know, that would be a pretty fun wedding. Looking at these pictures, that looks pretty entertaining.
It's the maid of honor. Wearing a
She
T-Rex.
looks like she is fucking the best maid of honor ever.
I don't know though. Don't you kind of think that's like stealing some of the glory? From
Yeah.
the
Oh,
bride?
100%.
Totally true. Yeah, you see the picture of the bride and groom kissing there, and then she's in it. You can't help but look at only the T-Rex, not those two kissing.
Yeah, who the fuck cares about these people?
Who cares about the wedding? Who's
Yeah,
the one in
Fucking
the
T-Rex holding flowers.
All the little kids who are like there.
Oh,
and,
they loved it.
You know, the one that walks up with the fucking rings is like, I want to hang out with a T-Rex and high five it while it like flops around being an inflatable dinosaur.
I didn't know this was in Omaha.
The fuck is that?
That?
That.
An elephant?
That's the zoo.
What? Okay, that's weird. But...
Lincoln Journal Star.
T-Rex at the zoo.
Well, we ended on a positive note.
Oh, there's two of them, though.
2 of them. What the fuck? Well, you know what? Props to them.
Life will find a way.
Yeah, you know what? Do your thing, people. It's your freedom.
If you think you're
That's-
a T-Rex, dress up like an inflatable T-Rex.
Especially if the bride's into it, you know?
Yeah, if the bride says it's
Giggity.
okay,
She must be pretty cool.
fucking steal the glory and be a fucking T-Rex. I don't care. I don't care. I'm down with that. And trash talk is down
She's
with
probably like, I don't even want to marry this guy anyways. Wear a fucking T-Rex outfit.
I just
Fuck this guy.
that. Yeah, fuck this guy.
I'm gonna take his money.
Prenup.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh no, you definitely need a prenup if she's got friends who are wearing a T-Rex thing. Like that's a guarantee. Like, wait, your friends are wearing a T-Rex thing to her? Okay, sign this and then we'll get married.
No shit. We've been focusing on the bride and the bridesmaid.
Yeah.
What about the groom?
The groom's probably like, no, like I like you, but
My
like,
family's fundamentalist Christian.
The wedding will be over.
We don't believe in evolution.
First of all, his name is Joby.
Oh, yeah. They're
Definitely
going to get divorced in
fundamentalist
2 years.
That or she's going to have 10 kids in the first 2 years.
Oh.
that's a lot.
She's going to pop out some T-Rexes, probably.
How'd
You
that
fucked
happen?
your sister?
Yeah, but she was wearing a T-Rex condom.
You've been scissoring with her?
You scissored your sister that night? You whore.
Sesame Xerxes.
Fucking T-Rex slut.
All right, well,
Well,
buttholes.
Hey,
What else?
with that ding, that's the end of the podcast.
Happy birthday, Dan!
Happy birthday,
birthday.
Dan.
thank you, gentlemen.
Derek and Dan, thanks for joining us.
Shout out to Greg. Good job on that.
Greg, yeah.
Yeah.
Being crazy.
Let's
Dude,
have
come
Greg
on here sometime. I will give up my seat. I'll just sit as a conscious observer and watch.
You can't do that. When he talks, you have to say something.
It'll just be in the background, being like, "That's awesome. Keep going."
All right. Well, thanks again for joining us. Fuck you, Chase.
Fuck you, Cherney.
Fuck both of you.
Fuck all y'all.
Peace.
I'm going home.